to another edition of Thunderdome!
Listen on. Listen on. This is the truth of it. Fighting leads to killing. And killing gets to warring. And that was damn near the death of us all. Look at us now. Busted up and everyone talking about hard rain. But we've learned by the dust of them all, Bartertown's learned. Now when men get to fighting, it happens here. And it finishes here. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. And right now, I've got 2 men. 2 men with a gut full of fear. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here. He's the ball cracker, death on foot. You know him, you love him. He's Blaster! Direct from out of the wasteland. He's bad, he's beautiful, he's crazy. It's the man with no name.
Coming to you live, this is a Clearly Confused podcast. Featuring Steve, Eric, Brandon, and Shayna. And now, your host, JT.
I like this one.
Don't get a life. I'm living my best life. Living my best life. So come and get a life.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is your host, JT. It is 4:18 p.m. A little late because we were all running late. Well, 2 of us were. Brandon was late. It's 12th of June, year 2022. How we doing?
Amazing.
I finally made it back.
Finally.
Welcome back.
It's about
It
time.
only took a month.
Oh, it is what it is. So with me, as always, I have Steve.
That's me.
It's big ball, Steve. If you're playing the home game. Brandon.
Hey.
I have no Eric. No Shayna. But we got Nick,
Hey!
who seems to be more of a regular than the regulars are regular.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I mean,
Wow.
I am regular. They're irregular.
They're
You get that checked out.
Very good. I know a good doctor. Good job. Let's see. Today, the 12th of June, National Jerky Day. Why? Already?
Different kind of jerky, dude.
Yeah. Different kind of jerky. Yeah. Like a sore pecker, you can't beat it. Let's see. It's National. God, I can't talk either. National Peanut Butter Cookie Day.
Okay.
It's not as funny, clearly, because Nick didn't snort laugh on that one. Let's see. Today in sports history, 1907, the Yankees commit 11 errors and lose to the Detroit Tigers 14-6.
11 errors, and it was still that close.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
the Tigers.
They
But
usually
back-
show up against the Yankees, though.
Back then, they were good.
Yeah.
Yes, Tigers.
It's the Tigers. Speaking of the Yankees, 1928, future Hall of Famer, and he would be so famous they would name a disease after him. Lou Gehrig collects 14 total bases as he hits 2 triples and 2 home runs
Good God.
in a 15-7 win over the Chicago White Sox.
Lights.
It's after they were the Black Sox for the scandal.
It was a little while after, wasn't it?
10 years.
Just a couple days.
I don't think they had the same guys on the team.
They had maybe none. That'd be
my guess.
yes. Good guess. You're good at this game.
Makes sense.
Now let's see. 1939 Baseball Hall of Fame opens in Cooperstown, New York.
Oh, my son has a town.
It's Cooperstown.
Yeah. So I'm saying.
All right. Let's see. In the year 1950, keep that year in mind, following his retirement announcement after his 49th season as a Philadelphia A's manager, Connie Mack is named honorary manager of the MLB All-Star Game. His 49th season managing the same team.
Hard.
In 1950.
Right.
Good Lord.
That's a while.
49. Started in 1901, if you can do math.
That's generally how numbers work.
Yes. And lastly, in sports history, this will be from the Steve Zwicky News Network. The year 1970, Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher Doc Ellis throws a no-hitter against the San Diego Padres, winning 2-0. Why is it from the Steve Zwicky News Network? He later admits that he was tripping on LSD when pitching the game.
Oh, yeah.
There we are.
So has anybody heard that story as to how it happened?
No.
I have, but I don't remember it.
So he wasn't supposed to pitch that day, or he didn't think he was. So he was at a buddy's house in San Diego and just decided to get just ripped out of his mind. And then he gets a phone call. Hey, where are you? Because you're supposed to be here warming up for the game. So he's driving there and starts
It kicks
tripping
in.
balls on the way in.
You ever
That's
trip
pretty-
balls on your way to work?
Not on my way to work. No.
I was
On my way
tripping
home.
balls pretty hard.
On my way home from work, yes.
I'm guessing that's the drugs.
I use that way more than
Accurate.
I ever thought I would in this show. Let's see. He admitted that he took a hit of LSD, gets the call, goes to the stadium on the way there. Things started melting. He would throw the ball and it would be stuck in front of him. Just weird things. Looked like the poster behind Nick and Steve there while he was playing professional baseball.
God, that'd be so fun.
Threw a no-hitter. He was
God.
from
He
what
probably didn't even know for a few days.
no.
He threw a no-hitter, but they never mentioned how many batters he hit.
Oh,
If somebody would like to effort that to see what the stat line was, what his box score was, I'm curious as to how many walks he had, how many hit batters,
I would imagine.
all that.
It's
Nobody? All right, I'll do it while you guys
Yeah,
talk.
you guys
How's
do
that?
it.
It's not a perfect game.
No,
It was a no-hitter.
that's why I want to know if somebody would like to effort that and find the box score from that game. We all have Google machines in front of us. I don't think that I can hint at it anymore.
What was the name?
Doc Ellis.
I knew it was Doc Ellis. I just didn't know when.
Well, you guys are working on it.
June 12th, 1970. Let's see, from the We Know Nothing About Cricket file, the year 1948, in his farewell Ashes tour, no idea. Australian cricket batting maestro Don Bradman scores 138 in first test against England. I don't know what
I don't know what that means.
Outside of the year 1948, he's Australian and it was against England. I have no clue. That's it.
All right.
All right, good talk. Events in history on this date, 19. Let's go a little further back. 1775. British General Thomas Gage declares martial law in Boston, Massachusetts. The British offer a pardon to all colonists who lay down their arms with two exceptions. Samuel Adams and John Hancock, if they were captured, were to be hung on sight.
I'm glad they didn't catch Samuel Adams because he has some good beer.
He does. He does. And John Hancock has a great signature. So,
So does his brother Herbie.
well, not wrong. Yeah, that was after they signed the Declaration of Independence, and they were two of the guys that were out there. So, let's see. 1817, the earliest form of a bicycle is driven by Carl von Drees. Can anybody guess the name of it? Here's a hint. It's not bicycle. You're all wrong. It's called. It's the dandy horse.
That was my third guess.
Right. I good thing you only got one. Fast forward a bit to the year 1981. The first of the Indiana Jones films is released, Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's one of my favorite
great
films.
That was, that's,
They're all good.
well,
Nah, the Crystal
Yeah.
Skulls is kind of trash.
I don't count that one.
the first three are pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't count that.
Last one's okay.
'Cause you
let's-
forget about that.
Right, we just slide that one under the rug.
The box set didn't include that one.
It did
About
not.
it, so.
It's a 3-disc set for 4 movies. Where's the 4th? Let's see. Lastly, events in history. 2009, analog TV stations, with the exception of low-powered stations, are switched over to digital following the DTV Delay Act. So no more analog.
He had 8 walks and 6 strikeouts.
Jeez.
Ow.
I don't think the team.
How many of
knew
those
he-
were hit? Like hit batsmen.
Looks like there was only 1.
Wow, that's
Wow.
impressive.
That's really impressive.
Dude's tripping balls and walking everybody under the sun, but doesn't hit it.
He has no idea what the hell he's throwing at.
Give me the ball back. Oh, it's there. Why is it laughing at me? Let's see. Births on this date, 1858, from the Fun to Save file. Sir Henry Hamilton Johnson is an English botanist and explorer, better known by his other name of Harry Johnson.
I saw it coming. Giggity.
1899, also from the Fun to Save file. Arthur Felig. I haven't even got to the funny part.
You did.
Ukrainian-American photographer and journalist, went by a pseudonym of Ouija. There you can laugh
There
at
it is.
Billy Luigi.
Weegee. 1916, Irwin Allen was born. The American director is the master of disasters. He was best known for his productions, The Towering Inferno and The Poseidon Adventure. He did a lot of disaster films. So.
Or those 2.
Huh?
I said, or those 2.
Yeah, well, those are the 2 biggest ones anyway. He did like 6 different disaster films, but those are the 2 big ones. Let's see, 1924, we were given the 41st POTUS, George Herbert Walker Bush.
All right.
Moving on, 5 years later, 1929, Anne Frank was born.
Nice.
Not by her 13th birthday.
Well, no,
Yeah,
but I mean,
that was-
everything leading up to it.
I mean, ish. Anyway, 1930, American actor and singer, Jim Nabors.
Gomer Pyle.
Gomer Pyle, yeah, golly.
I had to think about that one for a second.
Yeah.
Singer.
Yeah, he was a singer. He was a crooner.
Yeah, he was a really popular singer.
Yeah, he did country and western. And
He'd even have like every once in a while he'd sing on the Gomer Pyle show, and
he
it
had a
was like
really
a
good
whole-
voice, believe it
it
or
was
not.
like a whole bit, yeah.
Yeah.
He's throwing it at me for
Because the jar's closed.
the jar's over there, and I can't reach it.
It's right in front of you.
Well, there's stuff in the way.
You got nothing.
I don't want to be in charge of quarters. I'll be like, oh, he didn't say anything.
Not a thing. Let's see, 1951. Does anybody know the name Brad Delp? Quit looking, you cheater.
No,
I
I've
think
heard of
Brandon does.
I do now, but I didn't.
He was the original lead singer of the band Boston.
Yes, and he's the one that killed himself
Yes.
in the bathroom.
Yes. Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Nice.
Really, I heard something different.
He carradined himself.
Like he basically had put like a charcoal grill in there and just died from the
Oh,
Carbon
maybe he did.
monoxide?
I don't know how he died. I was just guessing when he said he dies in the bathroom. He either Elvises himself or he David Carradines himself. So
yeah, close enough.
he either poops himself to death or jerks himself off to death.
I
It's
don't
more,
think
it's more the choking than the jerking.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's
they
what
do
I was
the
gonna say.
motion. Funny story. When was it? Sunday, I think, of our last homestand, I guess. When they're showing
I gotta know where this is going.
when they're showing the fans in the crowd in between innings, there's this kid that as soon as he got, he starts going. I text Matt, our guy that runs the video, the production side. He's like, Jesus tits. He's like, I couldn't hit the button to switch quick enough. Guess who got a text from the CEO? Hey, we need to be more careful when we put people on. It's like, I'm trying.
What do you want him to do?
I mean, but the guy was like, you could see him looking, and as soon as he goes, oh, click, abort mission.
I mean, what are you supposed to do?
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
one
yeah.
person does it, it's gonna start becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna put that. The few spoil it for the mini. That's why we can't have
Yeah.
nice things.
Tis.
Let's see. Deaths. We're gonna go in the Wayback Machine all the way to 1963. American soldier and activist, and I think he was the head of the NAACP for a hot minute. But Medgar Evers. He was assassinated during the Civil Rights Movement.
Okay.
The height of it. Anyway, and I put this one up there because they're infamous. They're not famous. However, when you think about their ages, I thought they were way older when they died. But this date, 1994, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman were murdered. She was born in 1959, so she wasn't quite 40, and he was born in 1968.
And technically, that's still an unsolved murder.
Technically. Chris, if you watch him on Monday Night Football when he's doing the telestrator and he spells out I did it. Oh, wait, that was Saturday Night Live.
Sounds about right.
He's like, this guy runs here, and this guy runs here, and this guy runs here. They're like, OJ? He's like, what? Anyway, let's see.
The ultimate troll.
Right. Lastly, in 2003, the acting world lost Gregory Peck.
He was good. I can't, for the life of me, remember anything he was in right now. But I remember him being a good actor.
He was fantastic-ish.
Wasn't he in
Good push.
He was in that.
To Kill a Mockingbird? No.
We're about to find
out. Yep.
Keys of the Kingdom, Valley Decision, Alfred Hitchcock's Spellbound, The Great Sinner, The Yearling, Captain Horatio Hornblower,
Yeah.
The Snows of Kilimanjaro, ooh, Roman Holiday.
Nice.
Other notable films: Moby Dick, The Guns of Navarone, Cape Fear, the original.
Yeah.
He was in The Omen, 12 O'Clock High. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Best known for his performance as Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird in 1962. Clearly, those are not in chronological order.
Clearly.
Save
the best for last.
Sure. Scarlet and the Black. It's another one. I don't know.
Yeah, it was To Kill a Mockingbird that I was thinking of.
Sure. Whoa, okay. There it's on. Clicking buttons, seeing if anybody's talking in the live stream on YouTube. They're not.
No.
Well, so anybody monitoring that?
No, but I can.
All right, sure. Let's see. If you're listening live, the chat rooms are up and running. We have the one on Riverside, and then we also have the one on YouTube that nobody's looking at the moment. And eventually, whenever Eric teaches me how to put it back on Facebook, we'll have Facebook going as well. Eric should be back next week.
I thought he was going to be back this week. I was talking to Nick on the elevator about that.
Yeah. He was really trying to be back this week.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Didn't quite happen. It's none of the cards.
Well,
poo.
Pooey.
So there's that.
Oh my god, okay, listen, I'd like you to try something. Try swallowing the giant ball of snot that's dangling around in the back of your throat. It's disgusting. Nobody wants to hear that. That's what you do.
Nice. Speaking of never mind.
That's why I'm stalling.
Wow, what a stall.
Well, this is awkward.
My apologies.
It's okay. I blame him. You all blame me. I blame him.
He's supposed to be able to read my mind. I thought he got the transcript in the pre-show meeting.
Well, way to go. Oh, God.
Good Lord. Just
throw a bull in a china shop.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
By the way, somebody told us that we should be doing one show where everybody speaks in Arnold.
Yeah. I saw that.
We all reach for the bomb. Pass.
I absolutely disagree.
Disagree that we should, or disagree that we shouldn't?
Yes.
We should not.
Fair. I'm waiting. Got it.
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink! Well, I am gonna need something to kill time before my second beer. How about a first one?
Gee, Nick, what do we got?
I was excited to get to this.
Clearly. So what is it?
It's a 9.1 beer.
Well, in honor of Steve coming back, I had to go with something that said 420 on the can. So we got 420. It's an Imperial IPA.
Oh, that is.
This is a 9.1 ABV.
Very Imperial leaf.
Frick.
Don't float the mainstream.
Welcome back, Steve.
Hey, thanks.
Drink them if you got them.
I like it. This is a good one.
And Nick's going to chug it. So
And
the
it's
back
fine.
of it says, a craft classic deserves Imperial treatment, a fresh take on ingredients from the original 420. This bold, flavor-packed new brother features a fresh combo of hops for added intensity and complexity, creating flavors and aromas of mango, peach, pineapple, citrus, and pine. All I get's the
pine.
Yeah. This result is well-balanced Imperial IPA that's a super tasty, higher ABV brew. For those that don't know, ABV stands for alcohol by volume.
Yeah. Yeah, this one doesn't, I don't know, like if you get anything that's usually in the 9s, 10s, it just tastes like alcohol. I don't get that with this.
No, I don't. I get
it's there. It's just not overpowering.
It's not the flavor.
It's not bad.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I like it.
Like yesterday, I had a Chris Barley in a little coat, 12.1%er. That was alcohol.
Right.
Oh yeah.
A little malty at the end, but for most part, it was just straight alcohol.
That was a barley wine, wasn't it?
Yeah. Barley wine ale. Of course, if it was Chris Barley in a little coat.
That's
just
why
fine.
I got
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. You were correct in that, and I don't know why I thought about it to see if that was right or not. It's been a day. I've been playing golf since 9 a.m. So.
Man, I know
Means
somebody
he's been drinking since 8:15.
I know somebody that had a 12:05 tea time today, and I was like, you know, it's going to get to 102 tomorrow, right? Like,
we got done 1:30-ish.
It was hot.
150. Yeah, and it was already boiling. I mean, all the old guys were playing fast so they could get done before the heat.
I wish I had that ability
to play fast.
Same.
It was. Get a quarter ready. We were playing a good game of whack fuck today. Because it's whack fuck.
Whack
2 quarters.
Yeah. That was.
Yep.
That's how we played.
That's
pretty much.
That's my specialty.
Yep.
Even the 12-year-old playing with us at one point played at least one shot of whack fuck. So.
Are we ready for the next beer?
Good Lord.
But yeah, I've got a company scramble coming up sometime next month or the month after. So I got to get better. Trying.
I got to play mini golf, so I don't have to drive, but I have to putt.
Well, there you go.
So,
there you go.
we have, what is it called? Corporate Challenge. It's like a bunch of sports and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of different companies involved and everything.
Where was I that they had that? They were a company I worked for was taking part in something like that.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I know Fidelity, a bunch of other banks, Coke, a lot of Coke because they're a huge company.
A lot of
wish.
Coke.
There probably is a lot of Coke.
I mean, there probably is somewhere.
Bumps for days.
So, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We should put a team together for the podcast.
Golf team?
Corporate challenge. It's a lot of different things other than just golf. But golf's one
Yeah,
of them.
no, there's yeah, that's one of them.
See, I'd be all
pickleball,
about.
cornhole.
We'd be good at that.
I'd be all about, like, have you ever watched the Dude Perfect videos where they do the all sports golf?
Right, yeah.
Like they have all the different types of things and they can only use it once. Like
Yeah.
they have to go through the whole bag before they can reuse them.
Yeah.
All right.
But they play an actual golf course.
Right. So
I do that.
Our scramble that we're supposed to have, I know they're coming up with different things per hole to get points or give away prizes. I know one of them, we're doing the longest drive, but we were hitting a marshmallow and not a golf ball. We were testing it out. It's possible. But
Is it brutal?
it's rough.
I bet.
Try to hybrid and try to driver.
Both of them ended up with marshmallow cream all over.
No, they, believe it or not, they didn't explode, but I did mow the grass with a
Surprising.
marshmallow quite a bit. So, yeah, dude, some blade burners, man. It was it's fun.
You got 3 feet on that one.
I left the trail where it burned it right there.
You got a s'more waiting there for the end of it.
Right? For those that like the dark ones. Talking about marshmallows.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
And here we go.
So I had 4 movies, watched 3 because Justin's Project X could not be streamed and it was more than all of the other movies combined.
Sucks so bad because I really thought I had a chance with that one.
I don't remember that movie at all.
It's
I remember the newer Project X, but I don't know nothing about this one.
completely different. No, this one is Matthew Broderick, and I can't remember who the female lead is, but they are scientists, and they're teaching chimpanzees how to fly these simulators.
From what I saw, it looked like they were trying to put one on the moon or something.
No,
like
they
that.
weren't. What they were trying to do was teach them how to fly like they were flying to the moon. But that's what they thought they were doing. Come to find out, when they would take the chimpanzees in to fly the simulator to test them, they would expose them to radiation. And so they would see how long they could continue to fly exposed to certain amounts of radiation. So, spoiler alert, this didn't count in the 80s anyway. He and the female co-star break the chimpanzees out.
Right.
So the end of it, they're breaking chimpanzees out of the.
And they're all mutating and floating.
I vaguely remember that.
No, there's no mutations. There's no floating. Yeah,
Worth
but
a
it's
shot.
but it's a good movie. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's not far fetched. It is believable that could have happened then when they were testing all the radiation. They
Right.
were using chimpanzees and
Yeah.
and just how they maybe that's how Planet of the Apes started. I don't know. They were all exposed to radiation.
All right, so that took fourth. Next movie was
Yes, I'm not
I
last this
know,
week.
you're welcome. I took that one for the team.
no. It probably would have actually ranked pretty well, but I can't actually
Right, you
rank
can't
it.
you can't.
I
Put it,
can't
I got a
rank it.
DNF.
Yeah.
Did not finish.
DNF.
Yep.
Do not. Never mind. So the next one I watched
Fart.
was was Daryl, and I spelled it with 2 R's. It's only 1 R. Gotta correct that real quick.
DARYL.
But
Darl.
this one I wasn't sure what to expect because the way that Randy set it up made it sound like it was going to be terrible, and then right after he gave it to me, everyone's like, "Oh no, it's all right, it's okay."
Pretty much, that's how it sounded.
Yeah. And so started watching the movie. I mean, I think it was in the 80s.
Yeah.
And of course, watching an 80s movie, I expect super cheesy, a lot of innuendos and stuff like that. This one didn't quite have as much of that. Had a little bit of the cheese on top, but for the most part,
Nothing from under.
for the most part, the first
It's the
20,
9.1.
25 minutes were super confusing because you're just seeing this random kid hop out of a car, run through a forest, show up, not know anything about himself,
Boogity boogity.
basically. And then
Runaway.
as the movie goes on,
then
you
he
get
Pisses off. You can say
actually
that one.
he does kind of for a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's trying to figure out who he is, and everyone's
Ah.
starting to realize that he's really good at doing stuff. He ends up like playing a video game for the first time and beats everyone's high score, like doubles it pretty much.
Oh, I remember that
Yeah.
movie now.
Yeah, it was
What,
like-
what does high score mean? Did I break it?
And then
It's a different movie.
and then one of like the neighborhood dads, a family takes him in. One of the neighborhood dads tries to teach him how to play baseball. He's like, okay, well, you just got to hit it real quick. He's like, okay. So he grabs it and he smacks it, and it vibrates his hands and everything. He's like, oh, that's my bad. You got to hold it down a little bit lower and grip tight. And and he gave him that instruction. And he smacked the living crap out of that thing. And then of course they're at the baseball game, and you see how this.
He's on the jumbotron and abort. It's
and you see how this translates, and then one of the kids, his name. Sorry, God, what was his name?
Turtle.
Turtle. Yeah,
Turtle.
his name
not
was Turtle. And so he's telling him, Daryl, sometimes you just kind of got to screw up to make the adults feel like they're better. And Daryl's like, all right. So he just goes out there and he goes, huh. Strike 2, and strike 3. And then all the parents get all pissed off. Yeah. And then they find his family. And from there, things get a little twisty. I'll leave that up to whoever wants to watch it. I'm not one for
Twisty.
spoiling movies, even though they're like 40 years old.
He's not wrong.
But all in all,
35.
yeah. All in all, it was actually a lot better movie than I thought it was going into it. Especially with the weird, sketchy start, because there wasn't a whole lot that made sense at all.
That's definitely one way to put it.
Yeah.
Sketch.
Sketchy was right up there on the list of describers. The next one I
That one
watched
blew up like right
from-
there in the throat.
That
Yeah.
was Steve.
No
She
homo.
said.
Pretty sure.
Extremely.
Brandon, back to you.
All right, so
Brandon, back to you.
So Nick gave me Highwayman.
I ain't only gave you. Sorry.
To both of those things, the beer and that.
Wait for it.
Yeah. So Highwayman, I'm
Well,
terrible with
this
names,
is awkward.
but I know exactly who they are. The guy from
Google machine.
Zombieland.
Ready to go. It's Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
Thank you. And
Kevin Costner.
Thank you. Yes. I was trying to think of what
Thank
movie.
you.
He said Yankee.
All right,
I
buddy.
was trying to think of what movie, or what movie that I would have known him from. There's a lot of them, but of course, when I'm on the spot, blank wall. So, anywho, so basically, it starts and you see
People.
other people murdering other
People.
people, more or less. It starts out with a prison break, and then as they're leaving, they're just killing everything. And
People.
and then they make it out, and next thing you know, there's all these headlines and everything. And you find out you just watched Bonnie and Clyde break a guy, well, several guys actually, out of jail. They're basically just doing field work. And so,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They were part of a chain gang.
yeah. And so it gets to like I think she was the governor of the state, something like that.
No, not the governor, but she's attorney general, maybe.
I don't know.
She's
it
up
was
there.
something. Yeah. And she's like, well, we got to figure out a way to do this and that. And they're having this big meeting at a table. One of the guys walks in. He's like, why don't we just reinstate the Rangers? And I was like, oh, sweet. Power Rangers are in this. But that wasn't it.
No.
I hate kids.
Kevin Costner, Mighty Morphin Time. Anyway.
Ciao. My wrong movie.
My bad. So anyway.
Boogity.
So Kevin Costner ends up being one of said Rangers. They go and talk to him, and he's like, yeah, I don't do this anymore. I retired. I told my wife I was never going to do this, blah, blah, blah. Shocker, they convince him.
Blah, 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 blah.
And then the other person that they find kind of down the line, well, they being Kevin Costner,
He.
after he buys what would have easily been 150 grand in gun these days.
That was a fun scene, though.
Yeah, he just
It
walks in.
was.
He's like, "Can I see that one? And I'll see this one, and that one.
And then I need
Oh, also that entire wall right
I
there.
need 1,000 rounds of this, 1,000 rounds of that,
I got-
500 of that.
It is great.
Well, no, the guy's like, "Okay, so which one do you like?" He goes, "That one." Which one? All of them. Oh, and also I need 1,000 rounds of this and 500 rounds of that. And I was like, "Dear God."
The guy's like, okay.
Yeah, all right. Ironically, I only saw him specifically use 3 guns.
To outfit an entire organization.
I mean,
so,
yeah, no. When it comes down to it, he outfits quite a few men towards the end, and they use a lot of rounds, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
They,
If you ever see the real car,
Oh
they
yeah,
use
that
it.
thing is just splintered.
yeah, that's Swiss cheese if I ever saw it.
They littered that thing with copious amounts of ammo.
They emptied all the ammo he had. And
we heard all the amount, the staggering number of rounds that he got, and they emptied all of it.
yeah, and then they get done with that, then they take out their pistols and they just keep going. But anyway, I mean that's not ruining
I'm not
anything.
dead
That's
yet.
that's
I mean, that's historically
that's
accurate.
historic. Yeah, it's historically mostly. But
But
as,
I mean that they littered the car with
oh yeah,
just
no, that part very
Yeah.
much so.
a vast cornucopia of ammo.
But this entire movie is basically about them trying to track Bonnie and Clyde because no one could figure out a pattern. They set up like a bunch of different roadblocks. They always got past them. And
Yeah.
usually when they would get past him, they'd find a certain officer and blow his face in. And so every time that they would arrive on the scene, that would just piss off Kevin Costner more.
Right.
Surprise. And he would go off cursing and swinging and being pissed off at everything. That was throaty.
Feel better.
Not really. Like he said, that was throatal, man. That was-
It sounded like it came from the bowels.
that thing got hung up on the Adam's apple and wouldn't let go, and it just Let me go. No, not gonna let you go.
But I mean, overall, the movie
Awkward.
did a good job of telling a story of chasing them, nearly getting them, missing them again, and just kind of going through the whole rigmarole of how actually difficult it was to not only catch up to, but find in the general area and then go in for them. And
they really didn't cover that large of an area. It wasn't like
Right.
the James Younger game back in the 1870s
Right.
to where they were in 6-7 different territories and states and safe houses and all that. I mean, it was
Right.
pretty confined if you actually look
Right.
at the map of where all they were.
Right. Well, and the thing was, like, it seemed like the police were just like, "Oh yeah, let's go get it," but no one had
Wanted to
any
go get
idea.
it?
Yeah,
Wasn't
and
it
no one
like
had
all around here? Like not Wichita, but
Right,
like
but
all
Yeah, like
around.
Clearwater, Joplin. down
Yeah.
that way.
there was in Kansas and stuff
Joplin,
like that.
Kansas.
Joplin, Missouri.
Oh, Missouri.
There's like a little hut, like if you drive down this certain road that shows like a little plaque of like this is
Sure.
where they hid out
Mm.
during the days. And
The
Right.
days.
they didn't know they were there until someone went to clean out the place and they found pictures of Bonnie and Clyde in there.
Right,
in that
right.
place. It was really cool.
They had
Pretty
a few,
sad when the most famous person from your era is a thief and a murderer.
Right.
Well, we are in Kansas.
He's not wrong.
Jesse James.
So anyhow,
Bonnie and Clyde.
so basically, like none of the cops can put together like their actual, I guess, like trail that they were going. And
Right.
Kevin Costner's like, "Here's a map. They went here, 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 here. We're gonna go back here." Everyone's like, "Nah, no way." They show up
How do you know?
because it was
It's
written
really
in my
fun.
script. You dick. Let's go.
Hey, you got the same script I got. Good lord.
But yeah, so obviously they catch him, they turn him into Swiss cheese, and that's the movie. But the journey is actually what's worth the watch. Pretty good story that it tells in and out. The last one that I ended up watching was from Steve. It was Go.
Mushball.
Steve.
Mushball Steve.
Steven.
Nobody else can see that, right? Like you can't see that on YouTube, can you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, that's just on Riverside.
Damn.
Mushball.
And so
Steve.
Mushball.
this one's about a lot of things. It kind of happens the way that if you've ever seen the movie Crash, it kind of happens that way.
That's kind of the movie that gave me the idea to give you this one.
Right.
A little out of order.
Yeah, it's a little out of order, but you get every person's
Yeah.
side of the story, and they all coincide
It
in
all
the end.
ties up.
Yeah. And so I can't give a short description about this, but I'm gonna try to sum it up generally. Essentially, the entire story centers around a guy who is going to Vegas, a girl who needs rent money, and everyone they run into in that circle. So essentially, she decides to take over his drug business and go talk to his dealer when he leaves for Las Vegas because some people are trying to get a score from him. And she's like, "Okay, well, I need the money. I'll just go directly to the guy, sell it to them, and then we'll be good. And I'll have my money. We'll be totally fine." And so she tries to go to the guy, gets the drugs, and goes to talk to the gentleman that basically had asked her to do so. And she gets a weird feeling. She goes to the bathroom. She dumps all the pills.
Aborts mission.
Yep. And then as she's asking to go to the bathroom, he asks if she wants anything to drink. And he's like, "Yeah, we don't have any orange juice," which they purchased like 25 things of frozen orange juice from the store earlier when they ran into her. And he got her a beer. She took it, and she's like, "Okay, you guys, you have a bathroom?" They're like, "Oh, yeah, it's this way. Go ahead." And she goes into the bathroom, dumps all the pills, flushes it, comes out, and starts drinking the beer and gets ready to leave. He's like, "Aren't we going to make a deal?" She's like, "I don't know. You just gave a minor a beer. What do you think?"
Right.
And then just basically gets to leave. Now, you get to see the side of the guy that went to Vegas. You get to see the side of the guys that were there for the sting operation. They're actually actors. They were wearing a wire, and they came for the guy who went to Las Vegas. Now, the guy who went to Las Vegas had a little something from his dealer, and and that just coincides. And because he takes something from him and the woman tries to take something from the dealer, everyone just coincides back together, and it's a cluster to
So
say the
confused.
least.
All that I remember is Confederated Products.
There was a lot of that. Yeah,
William Fichtner.
that was a really weird scene too.
Yeah, no, it was completely weird. It was just weird. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah,
There was a rave. People are tripping on X. Way too much X. Somebody gets hit by a car.
Trying to find, they don't have the wife of the guy of Burke.
The played William Fichtner's wife. Yeah.
Nice.
Dang it, who was it? I'm trying to remember in the movie.
I don't remember.
Anyway, yeah, William Fichtner was odd.
Yeah. The whole time that he's talking to them, you think that he's a swinger, and then he just tries to get them to sell, what is it?
Confederated Products.
Amway.
Amway.
That's
Yeah.
what it was. Like, oh, you're trying to get us to sell Amway? And he's like, it's totally different.
It's Confederated Products.
Better products, better company. Yeah, the whole thing just seemed like they were going to try and like
Trying to see if I
rope
can
them into a foursome.
find... Yeah, we're not swingers. We don't go that way. They're actually a gay
And then
couple.
I was going to say, and then you find out that they have been together banging the same guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's everything is a twisted plot, but it's funny how it all works out. But yeah, no, again, great movie. If you like the way that Crash is set up, or something of that mind, it's hysterical, honestly.
Of course, they're not going
But
to show the wife.
this one's not this one's not quite as like grabs you by the heartstrings and shakes the living crap out of you. But yeah.
Yeah, Crash is more drama. Go is
Yeah.
a little bit more comedy,
A little bit.
action.
Yeah, a little bit.
Somewhere in the middle there.
Yeah.
Someone
But
didn't show
everything
the damn wife so I could see what it's.
Nah. You're gonna have to like Google that specifically.
Whatever. Quit.
But yeah, so those were the 3 movies. Honestly, I would recommend watching all of them. They were pretty good this week, and I thank you, gentlemen, for that.
I recommend Project X, but you don't know that.
Nope. Anyway, so
guess who picks last?
we're gonna say third was Randy, not because it was a bad movie by any means, but compared to the other 2, sorry, bud, you're third. And then for second, God,
Project X.
I'm gonna go Highwayman.
Wow.
I gotta
Okay.
love the way that everything comes together in Go. So
Yeah.
they got first. Way to go, Steve!
I
Yeah,
think
no,
you win
that was-
last. I'm happy.
Oh no, that was one where it was like he liked Crash that much.
Oh, I loved Crash.
Right.
So yeah, I just for whatever reason I thought you'd seen it, so that's why I recommended
No.
it before.
No, I had not.
So I pick first.
You pick first.
Oh.
Don't be so enthused.
Have you seen Borat?
God, why are you gonna make me watch that?
Hell yes, I'm gonna make you watch that.
No! I avoided that movie like a plague for a reason.
Not
I am-
anymore.
I am not gonna find that movie funny whatsoever.
Oh, it's hilarious until you get to like the last half hour.
I
The last half
can't
hour is
take
bad.
cringe comedy. Like
It's actually it is really funny, but
Okay.
it does go way too far. at
right.
the
Well,
end.
like what is it? Impractical Jokers when they do the public stuff.
Yes.
I can't. It's too cringy.
Oh, see, most of their stuff is tame enough that I still think it's funny. There are times they cross a line where I'm like, yeah, this is just dumb.
Yeah, no, like anytime they give a presentation, like it's kind of borderline for me, but then they go into like the mall and do some stupid crap, and I'm like, oh,
Dude, like
God.
the fishing hooks in the mall, that's funny. The trying to
No.
clip a balloon onto somebody in a grocery store, that's funny.
No.
It's not harmful. It's not, I mean, it's not.
No.
it's
I mean,
just-
you're right on that. But
Right. Like I'm not saying I'm against it. I just don't enjoy watching it.
But there are some things that they do on there where it's like, especially when the punishments, like when they're tapping into each other's fears, like when they're giving they're making one of them get a freaking prostate exam in front of a bunch of people. on a nationally televised show, you know, like
Yikes.
that. No, I don't like that. But there are a lot of things that they do that is funny.
No,
so.
they do end up doing a lot of things that are funny. There's quite a few of them that I also don't think are funny. Oh, yeah, over the fan. Nope. That's
Not even
the one.
close.
Oh,
All right,
it's
so
what, on that wall in the middle.
I gotta use my pitching wedge to get up over that fan.
Nicolás.
Have you seen Bull Durham?
I think I have.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
one
you
of
have.
these guys gave it to me.
Have you seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No.
Okay. there you go.
That's a good one. I thought we gave that to you for
No.
something.
No.
It's like a
Man, what
77.
what vein do I go through? I mean, that's too.
That's
It's
way
the
different.
That
70s,
I mean,
believe.
that is
I do.
There's no theme this week, by the way.
that is quite the fairway to hit down the middle of. No, I don't want to do that to you.
Thank you, I think.
You're welcome.
I mean, I'm usually trying to be nice to him. This time, I'm not.
Trying. I don't know many movies, so I'm just like, here's one of the 4 movies I've seen.
Right. Have you seen? What'd you throw?
Just threw a tab over the edge.
Why we gotta
There's a
Jar.
jar right there.
keep them?
Calm down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got a whole
Um,
bag right there.
I'm gonna maybe go down the middle on this one.
Is there a middle?
Yeah, everything outside of what you do.
Everything else is in
Pretty
the
much.
middle.
Man, I could go that route. No, let's go with. Have you seen John Dies at the End?
No.
Now you're gonna.
So the title of the movie is a spoiler,
No.
just like Lone Survivor.
And if you can't find that one, let me know.
Okay. Actually, I'll just go ahead and look that one up now because last time it
Okay.
kind of screwed me over.
Okay. Sounds good.
My phone corrected it to John Does at the end.
John
Well,
Does?
No.
it's kind of coinciding with the title, so
He
yeah.
does die,
Yeah, he does die.
according
Yeah.
to the title. So yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. So you get 3 movies this time because I haven't talked to Shayna or Eric. So
Sick. Love that. I mean, don't love it for them, but I really don't
Yeah.
like watching 4 movies.
You were given 4 movies last week only because I was in the chat room.
I lucked out
fair.
this week because Justin's didn't work.
Fair. Still got 3. John Dies at the End. Oh,
Kept
those
wanting me to
hurt.
watch John Tucker Must
Borat.
Die.
am
Oh,
such a-
HBO Max. Sick.
I am such an
on
asshole.
it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's 2 of them that are on HBO.
Oh, Borat's on there too.
Mhm.
Just
Just so I know whether I want to put it on my list or not. Have you seen Beetlejuice?
yes,
Okay.
I figured you
which-
had some time in your
the one from 2006.
believe so.
Is that the original?
Is there only one?
No, there's 3.
3 John dies at the end?
Oh, Borat,
No, yeah, no, it's the original. It's the
2006.
There's 3. I know.
Yeah, they're cultural learnings of America for make benefit glorious nation of Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
The one's Borat subsequential movie film,
That's the second one, yeah.
and then Borat American Lockdown and Debunking Borat.
Never heard of that.
No.
Also, Borat VHS cassette of material deemed sub-acceptable by Kazakhstan Ministry of Censorship and Circumcision.
Borat does Dallas, and Borat goes to Hollywood as well. I know what that's Ernest
Am I the only
and Debbie.
Am I the only one here that used to watch the LAG show?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so funny though. Because it's Sacha Baron Cohen, but he was basically a white rapper.
I've seen clips of it, but I've never actually watched it.
It was really, really funny.
Okay, so I can watch all of these. Sick.
No excuses now. You said it
None
on the air. You can't watch
excuses.
them all.
Ever.
There's no change in month in between here.
Oh, I
Hurry.
want that one.
Hurry. Hurry. I know you were talking. I know you were.
Man, we probably should have started
Chuck.
with this one.
Nope.
Nope.
Ready, set.
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink!
Why do you want that beer so bad? Because he's thirsty, dummy.
Nick, your second beer.
Second beer is from Lone Tree Brewing Company. It's strawberry kiwi blonde ale with strawberry and kiwi added.
So only a 5.2.
Which I'm fine with.
That is
Smells very strawberry-ish.
underwhelming.
It really is.
Everything
smells-
leading
That's
up,
almost like a seltzer.
everything leading up to the flavor is good, and then it's like, where the hell
Smells
is
like
it?
strawberry
"Yay,
rhubarb,
this
and
is
then
gonna
you
be
put it
so
in your mouth, and
good."
you're like,
oh, this
tastes
is-
like somebody whispered strawberry over spring water.
Right. What flavor is it?
It's strawberry.
You really don't
kiwi.
even taste the strawberry in it.
I mean, also, did anyone cleanse their palate after drinking that?
No.
That's
thought
what
that
I said.
probably
That's
why.
that's what I was saying.
I
Like,
thought that was really good.
But you
No. But I'm
it's
saying
a palate wrecker,
to
though.
be to
Oh,
be
yeah.
able to taste this, we probably actually need to like drink a little bit of water, swish it around or something, and then we could taste that.
You smell it, and it's like strawberry, and then you drink it, it's like strawberry.
Yeah, there is a kiwi to it. I mean, I can taste it.
I can't taste anything.
It's just
No.
everything is so faint.
It's like strawberry. Just tails off at the end.
Yeah. It's the emo version of strawberry kiwi.
Eh,
It's dark and quiet and off to the side.
It
fair.
just it just tastes. I mean, because my palate is wrecked, because I chugged the last third of that beer. It tastes like I'm walking past the painting section in Lowe's, and they're mixing paint, and I just go, "Yep, that's it."
I am high.
That's what it tastes like right now. I'm
like
hoping it gets better with
I
time.
Well, regardless of what you're drinking, make sure you take the pop top off, save it. If you live in the Wichita metro area, get a hold of us when you get quite a few of them. Yeah, don't throw them, Nick. And we'll come and meet up with you. We'll have a beer with you.
It's
We'll
the eye contact for me.
we'll get them from you. If you live outside of Wichita and you're not able to meet up with us, we can get you a mailing label and ship them to us. So each one of these, this is the only fully aluminum part of a can. Each one of these, when recycled, is equal to the monetary value of 1 minute of chemotherapy. And cancer sucks. We've all been, I don't want to say touched by it, but we've all experienced it at some point in our lives. Whether
Affected works.
Affected works. It sucks either way. I mean, I know my parents both have had it. So, yeah. So we want to do everything we can to help people that are going through all the treatments for all the cancers, and to do our part to help out, because we know it sucks.
Right.
Make sure you save them. And
Nailed
Speaking of
it.
cancer, did you see that there was like a new drug or something they did in New York?
I got a new drug.
It
Wanna
cured
like we said?
all 12 people. It was not chemo, but it cured all 12 people that had been in this treatment.
Was it pancreatic cancer?
It
Was it
was
that-
rectal cancer?
Butt cancer.
I thought it was.
But it was
I saw
something,
some-
but yeah, it was men and women.
Was it a suppository?
I saw someone
It was
mRNA vaccine that was like the first effective thing that they've ever had with pancreatic cancer.
Huh.
That was.
I shall have to research.
But whatever it is, it could be good news for us.
No, it's absolutely a start.
Right.
And it's better than anything we've heard so far.
Yeah.
I just hope it's all true.
Well, this
Right.
was. It was just this past week it happened. So.
Nice. So not much
Yeah.
word on it so far.
That's it.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So is that the show?
That's it. That's it.
We didn't even do the top 5.
Is anybody on top 5?
I was last show. We never got to it. And I don't remember what it was.
It was the top 5 people you wanted to drink with.
Oh, so we did do the top 5 last
did.
time.
Yeah,
did.
yeah, I
I've got one.
participated
If
in
you guys
that.
wanted to do it.
Go for it, man. If
Yeah.
you got one prepared. I
Sick
keep
us.
meaning to have one in the chamber like that. But
I do. All right.
Oh, look at this guy.
He came prepared.
Yeah, substitute extraordinaire over here. Nick
Okay,
Foster.
I've got. This has got to be in no random order, but
Top 5.
No.
top 5
hold on.
bands.
Wait.
Wait, we got a thing.
Your top 5, let's go!
All right, we're going to
Anyway.
do top 5 bands that have went on after the death of their singer while that singer was in the band. Some of you might be thinking, "Oh, Chester died while he was with Linkin Park," and well,
I
yeah,
don't really
But-
think they went on.
No, they didn't go on. That's
Yeah.
the
They
thing.
have
That's why I'm
not.
saying like bands that have went on after the death of their lead singer.
Oh,
Okay.
are there more than 5?
There's a lot more than 5, so it was a tough list to make. So I might have 6 here. So
Might.
Okay.
He does.
the very last I'm going to start here. Dave Williams with Drowning Pool.
So you thought they were still good after he died?
I just said they went on. I didn't
Oh,
say
they were good.
Fair enough.
See that? Because I'm trying to figure out what makes this into your top 5. Like because they were a cool band before he died.
I'm just saying
Or the fact
bands
that
that
they-
went on, they had a good name, and then they went on after that. As you can see from my title, top 5
So
bands
it's-
to go on after the death of their singer.
But, right, but like it's like I know what I'm asking you what your criteria is. Like, were they still good after they changed singers?
Obviously not.
Well,
Because
like
he
a
put
lot of
Drowning
bands,
Pool on there.
like
Well, I mean, it
if you
started
look
with
at
Drowning
Linkin-
Pool.
Okay, if you look at Linkin Park, after Chester died, they really haven't gone on.
Well,
Yeah,
Like,
no,
a lot
the-
of bands don't go on.
The
after that.
Right.
Hold on. The qualification is in the title. They're still a band.
sure.
Quality
Right,
means
but what-
nothing.
But what puts them in the top 5? Because there's more than 5, correct?
Right.
This isn't just 5 randos.
They were 5 that he thought were like.
I'm going to say there's like
yeah.
6, but
Hey, these 5 bands did this. They're not any good or anything. I don't like them.
Okay,
but
they
they
were-
did this.
They were the first 5 that popped into my head when I thought of the subject.
I mean,
That's
I'm,
what we're getting at.
I'm
I'll
gonna,
make it down to 5 here.
thank you
so.
for being prepared, but I'm going to shit all over this, and I don't care.
Okay,
But the question is, so there's more than 5, right?
I'll make it 5. Yeah, because
No,
there's
no,
one
no,
of them
no,
in here
no,
that's
no,
just like
no, you're missing what I'm saying. There are more than 5, correct?
yes.
Okay,
but I was not prepared to
Ah,
present this list today. You guys are like, I don't have a top 5. So I was like, fuck it, I got one.
Okay,
I said
stop. So,
I'm just trying to understand.
yeah,
We're
no,
not-
so here's what we're trying to figure out. What puts these 5 on the list and the other, I don't know, 10 others, whatever, not on the list? What's your determining criteria? To put
Because
it
they
in?
weren't very well known. They really know.
Okay, so
Gave a
well
shit
known.
about them later on.
They were well known. You ask him to
He didn't
describe
say
things.
anything. I
This
was
is
talking about-
costing me $1 already.
You ask him to describe
I just-
things, and he's like, "Shoot down heck."
Steve and I just trying to figure out why these particular ones are making
Yeah.
your top 5. There's no wrong
Because
answer.
it's a work in progress as I
Okay,
was going.
so are they just the first 5 that popped into your head? Are they the 5
no.
most notable in your head?
I would say the first 5 notable.
Okay, that's all we're trying to figure
Yes,
out. Thank
yes.
you for explaining.
Because I
what
think people are
that's
going to
up.
think,
Okay.
like,
No, we don't care anymore. Go on.
I mean, someone's going to think Stone Temple
That's
Pilots,
cool.
but no.
Yeah.
Okay,
They went
um,
on. They're still going on.
See, I was
Next-
expecting him to like still be good,
Right. Or
and
or
then
they
he
were-
comes
they
up
were
with
really
Drowning
my
Pool.
I
favorite.
would say
I'm
some of them are still good, but
Sure.
go to the next one.
But
here.
again, there's no wrong answer.
No, there's not.
So Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool. Okay, let's go next.
Okay, number 4.
You've brought him up earlier. Boston with Brad Delp.
He did.
He died, but
Yeah, he
they are
did.
still going on. They
They-
did headline Interest Bank Arena. They are still around, and
When did he die?
Are they any good
that
though?
was like it. They really are. I mean,
They play a
they
lot
don't
of the
have
same stuff.
new songs, but
I don't want new songs. Like I want.
you hear the old songs, you enjoy them.
He died in 2007. He was active until 2007.
Right.
When was he? Suicide and aftermath. Yeah, committed suicide by carbon monoxide poisoning in his home on a 55 Academy Avenue in Atkinson, New Hampshire. Blah 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 blah.
Charcoal grill, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I heard
Wow.
or read up, he was in the bathroom. He started a charcoal grill in the bathroom and just died from that carbon monoxide.
Nice.
Or he was just really drunk and
I don't
trying to have a
mean-
cookout in the bathroom. I don't know.
I don't mean to laugh, but I mean that is kind of funny.
It does sound kind of crazy. It really does.
Well, and they disbanded long before because they disbanded in the 80s, according to what I'm reading.
Well, they hadn't
here.
made anything new.
No, but they're still going on. They're still
Mhm.
touring clearly because they were just here. How long ago?
I know at least 6 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
With
I wouldn't mind seeing Boston.
who was that?
Chicago.
No,
Oh, God.
it was
That would be horrible.
Sorry.
Don't Fear the Reaper guys.
Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah, Blue Oyster Cult and someone else, but yes.
Didn't really say.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right, next one. Lane Staley from Alice in Chains.
See, okay.
Such an amazing singer.
Alice in Chains did go on without him.
Yes.
And I've had people be like, oh, you're going to like him. He sounds just like Lane. No, he
Nope.
doesn't.
he sings a lot like him, but it's not like
He
like,
seems in a similar, not the same, but similar style. That's about it.
right. But I don't think lyrically, no one can compare with Lane. And
No.
that's what I don't
And,
like
and
about
it's
the new
not
Alice in
even.
Chains.
It's not even.
Not.
It's not even about their lyrics. Like, I mean, it's the delivery. I mean,
Lane had a way of it.
Lane. There was a pain that was in his voice
Exactly.
that came from the heroin, obviously. And that's one of the reasons why he's like my favorite singer, because there are emotions that come out that.
But it was in his lyrics and the way he sang those.
Oh,
lyrics.
sure.
Like that's why the new guy singing those songs, it doesn't compare to Lane singing
No.
his songs. Like so.
But
like,
I mean, yeah, they went on and they're okay. They're not bad. I'm not going to trash on it. Guy is a great singer.
He is.
He's
And
not Lane, and I hated the
those
fact
are
that people
big
tried to
shoes to
tell me
fill.
that he
You
just
just
Well,
can't.
it's like Jeff Gutt trying to fill
Scott Weiland.
Scott Weiland's shoes.
Yeah.
and he's doing a great job.
But he's not Scott
But he's not Scott Weiland,
Exactly,
and he
exactly.
will never be Scott Weiland.
I had
But-
him as one of my side notes on here.
Fair.
So
No, I mean I've seen a few of their live performances. I haven't seen them live, but he's like Steve said, he does a good job. Not great.
Right,
He doesn't.
again,
he doesn't
like-
take the place. Just like the guy that's taking Lane Staley. He does a good job.
but those guys are iconic, like
Sure,
they're legends,
sure.
like in our era.
Right.
There aren't
And I
Can't
would not.
replace those, but
there aren't many singers that can take over for an icon like that.
right.
Yeah.
Especially those two. There's no way.
Sure, no, not a chance. It's just like when Brian Johnson took over for AC/DC.
That actually worked.
It's one of the very few.
It's like, yeah.
It's one of the,
And that leads me to the next one on my list.
my bad.
Nailed it.
Yeah. But I happen to like Brian Johnson's AC/DC better than Bon Scott's.
Right, because I think a lot of it is that's when we got into ACDC.
Right.
Sure.
Is
The-
when Brian Johnson was taking over.
The first piece of music in this world that I ever owned was Back in Black
Yeah.
on vinyl, and I got it for my 4th birthday. And
it's so good.
I was introduced by Brian Johnson, and then I learned about Bon Scott. So I
Right.
didn't have that whole he can never be replaced
Sure.
because he already had been.
I always thought, well, why did he change his voice? What happened? And then I learned they were two different guys. What?
Why does
Were
why
they
does
two
the-
different
yeah.
bands with the same name?
Why does the Dirty D's dude sound way different than the Back in Black dude?
Yeah. Why does this guy sing about a lot of nuts and this guy sings about a lot of money?
A whole lot of Rosie.
Yeah, a whole lot of roses.
I,
Yeah.
So different.
I like them both. I can't say that Brian Johnson's better than Bon Scott, and I'm not going to sit here and say that Bon Scott's better
Well, but
than
it's,
Brian Johnson.
It's also like, to me anyway, and I could be wrong, trying to compare Van Halen to Van Hagar. Two completely different styles of music.
Exactly.
Is it
yeah.
rock? Absolutely. It's just
Yes, they are two
two
different
completely
styles.
different styles.
With them, I personally prefer the music style that they had with David Lee Roth.
Mm,
They went commercial as hell with Van
well, sure.
Hagar, with all the whatever.
Adult contemporary rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Going
it's
back
like,
to your last week top 5, I think Sammy Hagar would be a guy I'd love to drink
Yeah.
with. It'd be so much fun.
David Lee Roth would be way more interesting though.
I think Sammy would be
Because
so
he'd have
much
all the
more
nose
fun.
candy you could have.
He'd be fun.
I would get so annoyed by him.
I probably would too.
Oh, yeah.
I'd
would
want to
too.
break a chair over his face. Like everybody who's ever met him.
Fair
I
enough.
would want to. So
But
we've had go ahead.
I was going to say, but back to the genesis of that. I mean, Brian Johnson, AC/DC.
Yeah.
I just think that it, as a whole, hits more. I think it's more more rock, whereas Bon Scott was more 70s. I don't know how
There
to
was
explain it.
definitely more of a comedic element with Bon Scott. Than
There was a shock value to it.
Right, sure. And the funny thing about Brian Johnson's AC/DC is after the Back in Black album, it seemed like rock or rock and roll or something of that nature had to be in the title of every damn song they did.
right. It worked. Keep beating the horse.
Right.
But Brian Johnson knows what works for him, and he's just gonna keep going.
Right. Sure. I mean, and they all sounded fine. I mean, they
And
were.
he says that. He's like, all of our songs sound the same. What?
Yeah. Well, to a point, yes, they do.
And he
But they're
doesn't-
good. I mean, like they're all good, and I like both eras of ACDC.
I never.
They're pretty
I never-
equal to me.
I never cared for the Bon Scott.
They're pretty
era.
equal. to me.
One or
I do
two-
prefer the Brian Johnson
Yeah,
stuff.
one or two songs with Bon Scott, sure. Big Balls, I can't stand.
But-
So dumb.
I do think like the Back in Black album and the Razor's Edge album, both great.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm with you.
it's Brian Johnson
That's
for me. All right, we ready? So we had Drowning Pool, Alice in Chains, Boston, AC/DC. That's 4. We're gonna with the top one right now for me. It's got to be Leonard Skinner with Ronnie Van Zant dying in that plane crash, being replaced by his brother.
That was
Johnny
pretty
Van
sick.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But
Oh.
they absolutely continued on with the momentum that they had before,
Exactly.
which is what.
They just never made anything new, which
No,
could be good
right?
because apparently Ronnie was like the head, like the main writer, songwriter for most of their stuff. So sure, I mean that's fine if your talent's gone, then don't try and fail. Don't
Sure.
ruin the brand. But
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
sure. But yeah, I mean, even still to this day, if Leonard Skinner were coming to town,
I did go. See
I'd
him.
probably want to go see him.
I mean, there's a lot of personal reasons
Just
for me to
'cause
go see him. but-
I would have no want.
The thing is
I'm not a big Leonard Skinner fan. I like a couple of their songs. End of
there's
story.
so many good songs though.
Exactly.
Eh.
I mean, I could fill
Right, same. Me and Brandon are just like, eh.
I could put a playlist together that would be like the duration of an actual concert,
Sure.
and every single song would be awesome.
Sound the same.
No, they wouldn't.
Mm.
Would be 17 minutes long.
Oh, sunk that one.
There would be long ones in there, yes.
Yes.
But they would all be really, really good.
Tuesdays
And
gone
I
with
wouldn't
the
even
wind.
have to play Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah, Freebird!
Thank God.
Freebird would
Man.
have to be there though.
Freebird! I'd have to
Freebird.
yell it after every song.
That was great. The one I
Play
saw
Freebird!
last time, they played Freebird, but they had Ronnie's vocals playing over the band playing, and Johnny had stepped off stage while that played, and it was like that's just a great moment. 'cause
Sure. No,
they put Ronnie's hat up on the mic stand with that flag that Ronnie always had. And I
Yeah.
was like, yes,
Nice.
it's
and,
amazing.
and I love stuff like that. I love
That's
when
so
they
cool.
when a band can have that personal moment, share it with the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm all
That's-
for that. Do that
that's
every
amazing.
concert,
Yeah.
every single one.
Yeah.
But
And just knowing those guys, like the Van Zants, like they're just
Sure.
good people. Like
Well, Ronnie was known to be an asshole.
ish.
His favorite thing to do is get in fights.
Just the way they
His
were.
words, not mine.
right. Which they're Southern rock. No, they were from Jacksonville, Florida.
That's in the South.
That's still
It's in
south.
the
You know,
South.
hold on. Florida explains a lot.
But Jacksonville at that. I mean, it's not like they came from Georgia. They were not from
But
Marietta.
it's
I
Florida.
mean, it's Jacksonville, Florida.
I wouldn't say Southern,
that's
but
what
I would.
Um,
Yes.
Sure, fights. You can be from anywhere USA and love getting into fights, whatever.
But Florida.
But yeah, Southern rock. Yeah.
Well, they were.
It was.
In the
it's
southern part.
Jacksonville, not Miami. I mean, it's still in that southern area. Like
But yeah, think
Florida is still south. It's not like
Jacksonville in
they're
the 60s
Canadians.
is not
Yeah,
Jacksonville
no.
now.
Yeah, it's not like they're from New Hampshire. I get it.
I mean,
Southern
it's not
rock.
Neil Young we're talking about
We're
here.
Southern rock, but we grew up in North Dakota.
Yeah, we're from the south of Chicago. No. I'm sorry. It's not a big Skinner fan.
There's, I mean, and that's, I mean, okay.
So many
the
moments.
the ones that are overplayed, I get it, but their catalog is so good.
Oh,
The stuff
sure.
Yeah,
that
they do have a lot of great songs you just don't know about.
that too. I mean, because that was one of
I'm
those
not
bands that
saying
I
you're
got.
wrong.
I got the box set, and I could listen to it from CD1 to CD6 straight through, and never just be saying like, "Oh, this is the bad part." Like they're all good.
Yeah.
They're all entertaining.
Why do they have one song that lasts for 6 CDs? Oh, those are different songs.
It's Spoken like a true person that's never tried.
Yeah,
Like-
ever. Because they all sound the same.
But they don't.
They don't. I mean,
They
See,
really don't.
I would be willing to listen.
I will be willing to whiff in.
I would be willing to
those
whiff in
songs.
to at least 40 seconds of every song. And just
Go for it.
and just try and get a feel for it, because I know I've probably listened to a few that I didn't know were
You
Leonard
probably
Skinner.
listened to their entire catalog and not realized it because you were like 3.
But I've probably heard some that I would
Your
recognize.
dad tried to look like them for quite a while.
He
so
did.
He just realized that his genetic background would not let him grow a beard, and it would also not let him grow hair on the top of his head.
Oh God.
He had the meanest beard over.
beard over.
He had a ponytail for the longest
He,
time.
he
because
actually did, yeah.
He couldn't grow it out.
Not the beard over, but the ponytail
Yeah,
was a real
he'd
thing.
take the hat off. It's like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, like you saw the ponytail off the back, and he'd take it off, and it'd be clean.
Yeah, it's Mr. Clean on top and Party in the back. Yeah.
No, take your hat off. No, really. Take your hat off.
I'll take the skull cap off. Oh. With his Zubaz pants and
Uh-huh. Yeah.
chief character.
So anyways, what I was trying to say was I would give it a shot.
He was my favorite uncle.
I don't blame you. He was my favorite dad.
I
Out of all of them.
That I know of.
I can
That's
actually
terrible.
say that I have multiple to choose from.
I mean, you do.
No, listen to more Leonard Skinner.
Which is
Yeah,
weird.
there is a lot of good stuff out
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that I haven't. And what I've heard,
The last few
I
drinks of
like-
this actually have a taste.
I don't love.
Yeah,
pretty good.
I don't love what I've heard.
I gotta love them. So.
Sure, and
It's weird.
I'm not saying that anybody who loves any band is ever wrong. That's your taste. It's subjective.
Unless it's Rush.
Oh yeah,
Rush
no.
is the devil.
I
If
love
I
their
was related
drummer.
to them, I couldn't
That's
love 'em.
it.
I recently
Rebound.
I caught it.
He pulled a Marcus Mariota.
Did I make it?
I don't.
You hit the trash can.
I hit it. I heard it.
I no homo. I got a double shower on that one.
Smell like R. Kelly sheets.
Right.
Oh my God.
You guys have heard that it's no longer
Oh
taken
my
in number 1 or
God.
number 2. It's taken in R. Kelly or an Amber Heard. Sorry.
So we got names for 1 or 2.
Yeah. It's an R. Kelly or an Amber Heard. I also saw I had a memory pop up on Facebook that said if this Monday was a song, it would be a Rush and a Volbeat collaboration with the Kanye West and Nicki Minaj breakdown in the
Oh
middle.
my God. That is the quadfecta of awful.
That's how bad that Monday was, apparently.
You had a shitty day,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah.
Quarter.
Rush and Volbeat with Kanye
Oh.
and Nicki rap battle in the middle.
No,
Yeah.
it's terrible. It's
Not-
just terrible.
Apparently I repressed it because I don't remember what was so bad about it.
Makes
Lucky
sense.
for you.
If it was that bad, I probably would have repressed it too.
But it came across on memories. I'm like, oh, that was a bad day.
Well, let's see. It's mid-season last year. Yeah, what, last year?
No, it's from like 6 years ago.
I ain't got no idea.
Yeah, it was like 6 years
It was
ago.
a 3-tier burp.
That was. Good for you, buddy. Right there. Sorry. So easy. It's like Lucy and Charlie Brown every time. Take the ball, not the ball.
See, my favorite episode was on Robot Chicken, where he tried to kick the ball. He got pissed because she moved it again, so he kicked her repeatedly.
Well, this is awkward.
I've often wondered why that didn't ever happen.
I was tripping balls pretty hard.
Sorry.
I'm guessing that's the drugs.
I can't do one and not the
Can't
other.
do one without the other.
I need to just put them together. So there's that.
That would be simpler.
We still have 45 minutes. Anybody have anything?
God, we do?
to-
Why?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Hold on. Not kidding. Hey, sensuous.
Well, Nick with his confusing ass top 5 idea.
Right.
And then he just blows through it.
It was a last minute thing.
We spent more time trying to figure out what the fuck you meant than we did actually going through your top 5.
Hey, Nick. I missed.
Floor.
I don't even know where it is. I have not laid eyes.
Did any of us make any of them?
No, because trash can
Oh.
Damn it! Well, I hit the top of it.
Way to put the lid on the rim, douche.
now. It's off.
Man. By the way, I've come to the. Don't give me. I don't.
Damn it! Did it hit it?
You know
I
what?
feel like it did.
I'm most interested in is the playback when I can see the can just sail across over my head in the
Hit
back.
the fan, drop back.
Yeah, I want to see
I caught it.
The reach for the catch and the put back. Way to go, Matumbo.
Oh, no,
Which
cool.
one do you get?
No, it's cool. It's cool. I like it.
Pass. Oh, yeah, no. I'm good with that one.
Yeah, no, yeah.
The only thing that
I'm
makes
good
me
with that one.
hesitant is the ABV, but
Yep.
I'll be fine.
Fair. I have something we can use to kill some time. It'd be a little round table exercise.
Okay. No, I just said, hey, I've been working on a top 5.
No,
so
absolutely.
here we
Hey,
go.
thank you for stepping up. Truly.
Appreciate that.
Brandon, did you have a top 5?
Nope.
Steve, did you have a top 5?
I was really hoping I wasn't on beer. I was like, we are going to be drinking air.
Did you hold on? Did you answer for Steve, or was that just a continuation of your
That
answer?
was a continuation of my
Why
answer.
are you
Yeah, but
watching?
there's always beer here in my
Trying to
fridge.
see what's up. First off, he got
Fair.
the kickoff.
You can't spy.
He also
You can't.
has a samurai sword.
Right.
Just
By the way, I didn't have a top 5, so thank you for stepping up.
You're
Truly,
welcome.
Truly.
We've been sitting there for a while. And
this was
I hadn't
Charlie
looked
Brown's
at it.
revenge.
Jesus. So said samurai sword helped
Decapitated
Lucy
Lucy.
lose her head, and now it's a geyser of blood coming out of where her throat is. And Charlie
Was.
Brown's dancing.
Was.
No, that's still her throat.
Well,
Her head's just no longer attached to it. And Charlie Brown's dancing around. Na, 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 na. Or whatever the song is. Is that the right song?
no.
Probably not.
So here's a roundtable discussion we can go to for the next 45 minutes.
Yay!
Yeah, like when I use my DJ voice.
all right,
It's a
gentlemen.
I don't know, not strip club DJ voice.
Oh,
Just
wrong DJ.
Right. No, right DJ in the right circumstance. There's no such thing as a wrong DJ. Okay. Well, oh, okay. Yeah.
The guy from
Hey, can I get a glass so that I can see if this thing opens up and doesn't taste like a?
No, it's gonna taste less like whatever it is.
I think he's got to pee. He ran off quick.
Yeah, he
Didn't he just come from there, though?
he accidentally sharded.
He might have. Yeah.
Alright.
Last one was a little more than air.
It's a little loose.
By the way, our grandpa's famous words.
Ah,
You know what?
I get left one.
I'll take the other one. Nick's beer mug.
The
Nice.
The
I got
booby
the left
bugs.
one.
You pick.
Don't offer and then just act awkward about it. I got that one. Thank you.
You called names.
I did.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was like, I don't get one.
Wait, question. Are we allowed to show these on the air?
For a quarter.
Okay. He said no. Oh, what the heck? How are you pouring that?
Hard.
Clearly. So here's my roundtable, not even a roundtable discussion, but a roundtable format of what we can do to kill 45 minutes.
I'm not all picky.
Ooh, another mug.
Yay.
So let's
Thanks,
go.
sir.
Let's go through. Let's do
You
roundtable
got the
format
blank
here.
mug.
That's okay. I don't have to worry about where I have my mug.
No, it's okay.
I don't
I don't either.
Cover. It's only on one
Right
side.
here. Yeah, it's just one side.
Cover it up with your hand.
I don't even need to. Just hold it like this.
You missed the last third of that.
Good side.
So let's go through and let's name some things that are on
Nice.
our personal bucket lists.
Oh.
Things we want to do, places we want to go. For a couple of you, maybe people you want to do. It's whatever's on your bucket
Did
list.
you just say people you want to do?
Amber
I
Heard.
can't- I can't-
That she's into butt stuff.
Who?
Amber
Only
Heard.
if you've got a pillow
Oh,
to
yeah,
finish on
probably.
afterwards.
Right.
I mean,
Bad dog. I mean, good dog, but bad dog.
I get myself in trouble for
Put a rubber nose in it.
going to crazy.
Yes.
From what my
Please,
dad said,
yes.
it makes him like
Oh, that was not even close.
I don't know if that's true or not. In her case,
Moving on.
It doesn't matter, dude. She's
However.
so crazy. Like she's so hot that it's okay that she's crazy.
She's not. Nope.
She's so hot.
Nope.
that it's
Hey, you finally
okay
made
that
it.
She's
Nice.
so crazy.
oh, heavy contact.
You grazed it.
Hey, okay, still counts. Didn't swing, can't count it.
Half of
I
Brandon's mug
would have
is
went all the way,
foam.
but it landed right here. So I'm good.
You're welcome.
Half of his beer is like foam.
Yep. I am drinking foam right now.
Winner.
Did you make it?
Look at it, it's on top. Confirmation.
That's what she said.
Confirmation. That's an Amber Heard.
Well, you
said.
still have it. You still have it
No!
closed.
Look at it, it's on top.
Yeah.
No,
All right. So, yay. Not even close.
that was all floor. Whatever. That was all floor.
That was nothing but wall and floor.
I will start. This is one that is in my personal bucket list with my son. I want to go to
What?
every single Major League Baseball stadium.
Oh,
Yeah.
We've been
Left turn.
we've been to Kauffman, and we're going to go to Fenway this year. So I'll be able to check a second one off.
So
Great.
together, you've only been to the one right
yes,
now.
yes,
But you personally have been to
2.
I thought it was more than that.
Nope, I've only been to 2.
I thought you've
I've
been to.
never even been
You
to a
didn't go to
Major League.
Wrigley.
No, not yet. I am going to Wrigley this year, but I don't count that in the bucket list.
I thought you'd been there.
No, no. I've never. The only time I've been to Chicago is when we went to Basic, and rode the bus to Great Mistakes, and then rode the van back when they booted me because of my knees.
As far as baseball stadiums that are currently active, I've
Sure.
only been to the one.
Kauffman.
Yeah, because I've been to 2 different now defunct Rangers stadiums.
But that's the thing is that you
I
have
would
to
still
you
count
have
it.
to count that you've been to a Rangers game in their home stadium because a lot of people take 15, 20 years, whatever, to accomplish this, and a lot of stadiums change in that time. So I would say you've been to 2.
Well, I've been to Tiger
3.
Stadium.
So you've been to 3.
Yeah, but I haven't been to Comerica Park, which opened in 2000.
Sure.
I've never been to a Major League ballpark, and it kills me.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Oh, well.
And you guys know how much I love baseball, and it
Yankees
It-
fan.
Sure. Yeah, who's got an Orioles hat hanging from his wall?
that was actually a gift to me.
He wore a Red Sox hat to work one time.
Yeah, I know.
What a chode.
Just saying. Where do your allegiances lie outside of the?
I love the
Yankees.
Yankees, but I love the sport more than anything.
Fair.
So I'm gonna wear every hat because I love the game.
I would never wear a Yankees hat, or an Orioles hat, or a Rays hat, or a Blue Jays hat. But outside of that, it's fair game.
I'd probably never wear a Rockies hat because
I know, like,
my buddy Brandon does, but he's from
Not it.
Littleton, Colorado.
it would be very.
actually I probably would. I love
Yeah,
the sport.
I mean,
I've got pretty much every team's hat.
I mean, if we were still the AAA affiliate of the Marlins, I would wear
I
Marlins
would wear
gear.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have more,
It would be easier for me to wear Marlins gear than it is for me to wear Twins gear.
and I get that because being a Tigers fan, get that. But I have more
even have a
Twins
Tigers
gear.
hat.
I have more Twins gear than I have Red Sox gear.
Yeah, that's right.
Not
That's just-
not Twins affiliated.
That's
Twins
a-
gear
It's a light seltzer now.
Yeah.
because I wear it to work.
It looks like a seltzer.
Yeah.
Tastes like one too.
Something that I want to do bucket list wise. I actually hope to do this with my son when he's not such an annoying little shit. Give me a quarter. Love him to death, but good God, 5 years old is rough.
It's a rough age, yeah, in a
is.
good way.
Like
Just
he's
wait
the,
till they get older.
he's the most logical person until it comes to common sense stuff, and there's just no
But
connection.
You do realize that common sense is like deodorant. Those that need it the most don't use it.
Don't use it.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I want to go to. It's actually a tandem thing. I want to go to Disney World and Orlando Studios, Universal Studios in
yeah.
Orlando. Yeah.
But while you're there, you hit the trifecta. Go to Islands of Adventure.
Down for it.
So good.
I bet.
See,
I would honestly need like a couple weeks there to be like,
You
all
need,
right, I've done everything.
you need a week for Disney and then another
Yeah.
week for Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios.
All right, like, yeah, I would split that.
I've been to all 3 major Disney World, and
Yeah.
I still feel like I didn't see nearly
and
as
that's the
much as
thing. I
could
couldn't
have.
just do it in like a weekend. Like I'd spend most of that time just waiting in line.
Sure.
For a lot of things, you would.
I would have to, one, save up the money for Fast Pass on everything.
Yeah.
And then two, I would have to have so many days of each park.
Yeah. I mean, I think you would almost have to go to like Disney in the morning and Universal in the afternoon every single day.
Right.
Just because of the length of lines.
Yeah.
As someone who's never been to them as an adult, I'm spitballing.
I've never
completely.
been, period. And that's why I want to go.
I
But
went
I
to-
also want him to experience it.
I went to Disney World in like 1997. It was like right before I turned 18. And I mean, it was a phenomenal time back then.
Right.
It was way better than I thought it would be as a teenager.
Pseudo adult.
Yeah. No, it was great, but it was so difficult to fit as much as I wanted to in a day.
Sure.
Because I mean, even like anything at Epcot takes a while.
I couldn't imagine from all the experiences with everybody that's been there that I've heard, I couldn't imagine taking little kids there and letting them experience everything that they want to experience and experiencing everything that you want to experience in a week even.
Nope,
10
that
days.
is a them trip only.
Yeah.
It's we were there for I think it was 3 days, 2 nights.
God, that's
Sounds
nowhere
right.
near enough time. Yeah.
I saw every park, but I didn't see everything I wanted to see.
Look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament.
I mean, I hit the things that I knew I needed, like Space Mountain was absolute, like that. I had to do that.
You had the musts.
Yeah, but you know, there was still a bunch of stuff that I would have liked to have seen and didn't. And then there was stuff that I never even imagined before I went there, and I was like, oh, that was like one of the best experiences. Like that was the first time I ever experienced a 4D movie.
What's the fourth dimension?
Touch.
It touched you?
Kind of, yes. Because it was
you can sue for that.
The thing was like this Honey, I Shrunk the Kids thing.
Sure.
But what happened was like these lab rats got loose or whatever, and they had these pipes underneath your seats that had like, burst of air, and it felt like a damn rat like was running down the aisle. It was cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome, though. I thought you were going to say it's smell-o-vision or something like that. That's a fourth dimension. Scent. So,
nice.
that's something that I have on. Again, my bucket list with Reed is to take him there in the next few years.
That's a good one.
My mom has always wanted to go. She hasn't been since we went, and clearly neither have I, to Disneyland in California when I was 8. And so I wanted to make sure Reed's old enough to remember it. Just like with baseball, I didn't want to start this journey outside of Kaufman when he was 3.
Right.
I wanted to wait until he was old enough. So that's why we're going to Fenway next, because I want him to remember the trip. So
right.
That would be. I mean, I know adults that would love to, hit. Was it 30? Is it 32 now, or is it just 30?
I would just love to hit like 2.
32.
It's 32. Yeah, I've seen some cool baseball stadiums, but none of the current ones other than Kaufman.
Sure, which isn't really current. But yeah. Anyway. Okay, Steve, yours.
When you first mentioned this, the only thing that really came to mind as far as a bucket list item, and it's something that I've talked about on this show a few times before. I really, really want to go skydiving.
Let's go.
Dang it, that was
Let's
one
make
of
it
mine.
happen.
That was
Let's
one
go.
of mine.
I want to do it. There's a race out in Florida that I want to run called the Skydive Ultra. And you skydive and then you run. But
See, I would skydive and then I'd be like, this next leg's up to you.
Well, I mean, you can do
Yeah.
just the skydive portion
I
of
was
it,
like, yeah,
or
I don't-
just the race, or both together. But that would check 2 off my bucket list: is skydive and running an ultra. And then I never want to run the ultra again, ever. I just want to do it to get the belt buckle and say that I've done it, accomplished.
No.
Yeah, Nick's like, no.
This is even
Jump out of a plane, then run.
This is even better in the mug, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I bet that one would be.
It is.
This one
it's really
doesn't
good.
change
This
much.
may sound a little weird, but
That's
can
all
I
right.
have a taste?
Cold.
Thank you,
So-
sir.
Wait, this one's a cold mug though.
Ooh, I've got one of those at the
Okay,
the
all
office.
right. I mean, they should both be. Oh God, damn, that is really
That's been in
cold.
the freezer.
But yeah, I would love this. And one of the draws to that race,
I enjoyed that more in the
Yeah.
mug than I did in the can,
Gimme.
for
Yeah,
sure.
go ahead.
For sure.
Yeah. It's pretty even. I love the first one.
Yeah.
Just out of the can.
No, it
So-
was good out of the
For
can. I
strong
really
and
like
IPA,
it though.
went down pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's a great one.
Yeah, no, for that high of ABV, yeah, that was
To
smooth.
have that much flavor and not that much alcohol. To
Yeah.
it. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
They just bittered the crap out of that thing. That's how they covered up alcohol.
Right. But 2 for 2 on beers today, bud.
Thank
Seriously,
you.
seriously.
Nice.
And 3 for 3 if you count the top 5. That's a good on the fly.
Yes.
So you had a good
And I
shot.
didn't finish last in the movie.
You
so
did
I'm
it. That's
happy.
4 for 4.
Yes.
Look at you, big winner.
No
Until
work
next
there
week.
for
Big
you.
winner. Anyway, but yeah, skydiving is on my list. I was somebody else.
I would love that.
I want to get stoned as shit before I do it too.
I want to go skydiving.
So,
But first, I want to get fucking high. But you would be high.
dude, he'd be on.
But wait, there's more.
He'd be on the tandem, and the instructor would be like, "How's it going?" He's like, "Man, this is
Are
awesome.
we jumping?
The ground's getting closer. Are we crashing?"
I like,
I've
how Justin thinks I'm a different person.
I've been spinning.
No,
I've been spinning since takeoff. It's cool.
When do we jump now? Weird.
They'd be like, all right.
I'm so high. Yeah, Steve, you're 30,000 feet.
That's not what I meant.
They don't jump from 30,000, do they? That
No.
sounds way
No,
too high.
They
It's
no,
like
they
10
have.
or 12.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking 15.
It's 10.
No,
I don't know. I don't do that.
30,000 is cruising height.
I'm good. Here
That's
on the ground.
autopilot
I'm not
height.
jumping out of a good plane.
I think it's 10 to 12 usually for your first jump, and then as
Yeah.
you get more experience, they let you go up a little bit higher. But
Yeah.
15, I think, is the ceiling on that.
Really?
Otherwise, you
don't-
just don't have enough oxygen to supply.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I can just see it. I'm so high. We're in a plane. Oh yeah.
This is what I meant.
I just want to get high, and then someday try skydiving. You know?
I mean, well,
it's
that's
gonna
pretty
happen
much it.
soon.
That's
but-
pretty much it.
Steve's like, well, now we're on the skydiving.
Nick,
I'm the guy that's never had a bucket list of things I want to do. So something I've always wanted to do is meet like a president or some world leader.
that's bucket list worthy.
Because that's not something you can come across every day. Like I know,
Sure.
I didn't know I can. If I wanted to go to a ballpark, I can just take a weekend off, drive to the ballpark. But this is
Yeah.
stuff that like I see as bucket list, something that doesn't happen every day.
It's something
So,
that you absolutely have to figure out how to do, and it's not an everyday occurrence. It's just
Right, and
yeah,
I don't think there really needs to be any criteria if you don't want there to be.
right.
A bucket list is just crap you want to do before you die. Like,
Right.
and
But
I
that's,
feel like
that's
a lot
kind
of
of
stuff.
that's kind of the general idea behind a bucket list.
Right.
But it doesn't have to be that way. That's just a general idea.
It's like- it's-
So I get what he's saying.
It's a personal thing. Like if
It's
you
something
want it to
like-
be like some big grand thing, then cool.
It's something
Right.
if I put the money into it, I can make it happen. If I want to go to a Yankees game, if I put the money into it, I can make it happen.
Sure.
But like a lot of this is money and opportunity happening at the right time.
That's a big part. Opportunity.
So
Yeah.
yeah, meeting a president, I think that'd be pretty cool. Like the face of America. Like even if I don't like him, and you're smiling like you farted.
Yeah. No, it's more like he was playing with the mug.
So would you count it if you met somebody and then like later on they became president?
That's tough. I think it'd be more of like someone that is now or has been.
Right.
A
Well,
current
no, I mean,
or
I'm the
former
opposite
world
way.
leader.
I would want to meet him before and then see how it went, and then
No,
be
that
like,
would be really cool. I'd be happy for their accomplishments. but
right.
No, because like I mean,
I'm not gonna be sitting there like in that moment, like, oh, this is the president, or this was. It'd be like,
Right.
this guy has a chance, but
Right.
Right.
Like,
right.
I
I
mean,
had
this is
coffee
like
with
one of
him
the things,
once.
like,
yeah.
yes, that would be awesome. But it's not like he was. So
Right.
if,
Sure.
if Mike Pompeo ever became president of the United States, I could be like, hey, I had a beer with the president.
Right.
I
Right.
high fived him. Yeah, I mean, I have,
Sure.
but It's not the same.
which would be cool as hell because he's a great dude. But
I've never had the conversations with him. I just shook his hand once.
he's a good guy. I like him.
Sure. I have no idea what his politics are.
I don't either.
Don't care. Yeah, no. Same
I don't.
way.
I have no idea what he believes or whatever. Like I know he's conservative, which isn't always my right of sight, but sometimes it is.
Sure.
I just know he is a good dude. Like
As a person, when you get him away from
Like
his
personality
job,
wise, yeah.
when you get him away from his day job.
See that's my thing. Like, I don't know if I would select a particular president based on politics, blah blah blah, whatever.
Sure.
But I would. There are definitely some people who could be in the running or have been in the running that'd be like, I just want to hang out with you. Like, forget politics.
And that's
forget politics. I just want to hang out with you.
And that was kind of last week's top five. Was
I mean, yeah, a little
in
bit.
that
Yeah.
same vein. It's like top 5 people I just want to have a beer with.
Yeah.
But the thing about the caveat to that was that we all have a beer at the same time. So you had to create the cast.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought mine was perfect.
Sure.
I had the Elon Musk and the Henry Rollins for the intellectual side, and then the rest were just to prove that I could hang.
You guys were
Dude, you
breaking
could
it.
not hang with Snoop and Chong and Willie Nelson.
You don't think I can?
No.
Have you met Steve?
Have you met Willie Nelson?
That dude has
could
been
do it.
stoned since I've known him, and I didn't even know it.
That's proof that he can
But going
hang.
back, have you met Tommy Chong? or
Have
Willie
you met
Nelson?
a gravel road? Steve's more stoned.
No, I think they would have
I've met
good
Tommy Chong.
conversation. I
So
would love to
cheesy.
see him in the same room just
So would I.
I think
talking.
the first, 20 or 30 things out of Steve's mouth would have been, oh shit. That's it.
Hey, you made it.
Down to 1.
Mother. No, I'm
We
good.
have 20.
Just stop it.
We have, quit with the obligatory.
We're down to 1 quarter.
We have 25 minutes and 1 quarter. We are doomed. So my turn on the next. I want to go to England, Scotland, Ireland, that whole area.
Come on.
No, it's just that area of
Right.
Yeah.
That's where my
the
heritage is at.
English-speaking portion.
No, I've been to Europe and I've not been to. Well,
Have you seen this?
I haven't been
beard?
outside the airport of England, but I haven't been to Scotland or Ireland.
Scotland
Sure.
and Ireland.
Sure.
There's actually a castle in my last namesake in Ireland. It's now a museum.
Our
I would love to
Your
go to
Thomas
Ireland.
family
The-
heritage.
Yes, there you go. Our family
There's
heritage.
there's some place in Ireland called the Priest.
Duh, priest, but yes.
The French did occupy Ireland for a hot minute.
I mean, my last name's French Irish. Your family heritage, French Irish,
Friarish.
Irish. Yeah,
Or French-ish.
on your mother's side.
I'm more Scottish.
French-ish. It's our grandfathers.
No. You go back too far. Dad's side is just from Arkansas.
Well,
You keep going back, maybe,
Yeah.
but there's a little sketchiness in there.
they're Friarish. Yeah.
There's a lot of my family from Arkansas.
A lot of,
Yeah.
well, yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Both sides. I'm like,
How
how'd
how
you guys
trippy
meet?
would- yeah, right.
Family reunion.
Yeah.
How trippy would it be if somehow we're related to Nick?
Right? I mean, we were comparing
looking
the
like it's-
areas.
I'm already
We're not-
tripped up by some people that Nick is related to, so we're
Yeah.
all good there.
So I mean, where our grandpa's from, his dad,
Yeah, my dad.
yeah, is like a few minutes drive away. That's possible
close.
that the family trees could coincide,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
would explain a lot.
Or the branches touched at one point.
Did your family ever?
some
run
of our
moonshine?
family was cave brothers or pole sisters.
Sure.
News to me.
Sure.
Did,
All right, well,
did
that was
Did your
awkward.
family ever run moonshine?
Oh yeah, there's the test.
I don't know.
We do.
You might
It's
want
possible.
to. Oh,
we do.
We have a family recipe.
Because it's from both sides.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, no,
I'll toast to that.
yeah. I'm in. Booby mugs unite. Anyway. Steve's sitting there like, I wish I had a mug.
No, they're sitting there like they're talking about moonshine, and I'm over here like, whip it out.
We need to find the old family recipe.
I'm sure it wouldn't
I'm
be
pretty sure
difficult.
Either Carmen or Mom's got
The
it.
old
Oh,
family
Carmen.
recipe.
Yeah, well, if Carmen doesn't have it, Mom does.
Well, yeah, and
they
that's my
kind of
thing.
split grandma stuff.
But my thing is, of anyone, your mom would have been like, no, I don't need that.
Have you met my mom? She doesn't throw jack away. It's packed up in the attic or downstairs in the basement.
I don't throw
somewhere.
jack away.
Oh
Usually, like-
man, you guys are both right though. That's the thing. Like I see both sides of that.
So
See, like, 'cause-
my mom doesn't throw away anything that has to do with family.
Right.
She puts it up in the attic because someday you might want that. No, I don't. Now I do. Now I do. Bring it back. Bring it back. That's why everything she's given to me, I've held on to because it's like it could be family.
Yeah. I get it.
I don't know.
I mean, I could see either one of them with it.
Sure.
Honestly.
I could also see either one of them pitching it too. We don't need that.
Yeah.
Well, I only know one of them, so
Sure. I mean, you've met Carmen.
if I did, I don't remember.
Fair enough. I mean, I've got Grandpa's old jambalaya recipe.
Is that what you use?
Yes, sir.
I think you need to make that for the show sometime.
Oh,
Dude,
he has.
it'll melt your damn face.
It will.
It'll melt your
Do
damn-
it.
Absolutely.
You don't understand that when I made it to the letter,
It
we had-
hurt.
we had to cut it.
You don't understand. I'm fat and I like to eat.
We cut.
Make that shit.
We
Really?
Last
you.
one.
Really?
there's no camera. You don't know. But we had
Going
to.
in.
Steve got a test. We had to cut it with 3 cups of sour cream and 3 cups of vinegar.
And it was still hot
And
as
it,
shit.
when we
Do it.
reheated it the next day, oh son,
No,
Do
it's
Dude.
set for a while. It broiled
when you
inside the
when you
fridge.
say fire in, fire out, dog. Your butthole was
I feel like we
puckering
never had a
and
cook-off.
just
No, his
for a few days.
see. Okay, so we had this cook off, right? Like,
Yeah, I know.
and when Justin's jambalaya came up, it's like I saw it and I was like, you can try to hide whose is whose all you want.
Yep.
That's Justin's.
Yep.
And this is awesome. Like
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, Big Easy, your jambalaya was probably pretty great. But
It was pretty great, but he had.
So-
I knew what I was getting.
But I
Yeah.
also didn't make it to the family recipe.
No, you didn't.
Oh God,
because,
no!
because
Had-
I didn't want
Thankfully, because we were able to eat it without
Right.
breathing fire.
I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
want you
had
guys to melt.
had you made it to the family recipe, you might have lost just from inedibility.
Yeah,
if that's
no.
a word.
It's
Yeah, no,
not.
it
it's
is.
not inedible. Because I mean,
you just
the
have
problem,
a punishment for eating it.
The problem is going down. It's fine. It's okay.
It's once it hits your belly.
I feel like we should have another cook off.
The next
We
day,
should.
the
I don't
next
think we
day-
completed the first one.
I don't know. I'm just getting hungry because I'm
Well,
drinking.
we had both rounds. Like we had JT against Big Easy.
Yeah, which was
and
Big Easy
didn't you guys-
won.
such
Brandon
BS.
had like
Big
a
Easy
grilled
won.
cheese
On,
cook-off?
Such BS.
that was
I
me.
tried
that was,
to add too much cheese.
That was me and Brandon. That was me and Brandon.
yeah.
I think I barely edged him out. I think that's
You
what
did.
happened.
I tried to add too much to it. Honestly,
You tried to go over the top, but I gotta commend you for it.
I was going all out. I was.
Steve.
So was I, but I was just going for flavor, not more cheese.
See, and my thing was
More
like
cheese.
I thought that flavor existed within the more cheese, and it was a little overwhelming.
We did grilled cheese, and I made mine basically a pizza. I mean,
He did.
Yeah.
It was pretty damn good. Yeah.
Steve, you know we need to enact Food Fest.
totally. We absolutely need to do a food fest.
I got a place we can do it. I got a weekend we can do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Food Fest is basically, for those that don't know,
I don't.
Food Fest is this came from my ex's family, unfortunately, but it was a great idea.
That's a
But there
full
would-
cup.
There would be a
They're gonna
theme.
reuse that.
I know, but I wanted to try to make it. I don't have a can.
No.
I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
no, that's a good can. That's
No.
a good glass.
Yeah.
Look at that one.
I'm enjoying it.
Sorry.
Food Fest is basically there's a theme. So like there was one time we did pizza, right? And so everybody would do different styles of pizza and you would cook it all at the same place. Some people would use a grill, some people would use the oven, whatever. I made a Cajun pizza that was amazing for that. but it's basically a theme.
Sure.
Everybody brings their own stuff. Everybody, we're all doing it at the same place.
Right.
But is that the caveat? We have to make it there,
We don't have to,
but we have to.
That is a cool aspect of it.
Sure, but you have to have a place big enough to be able to accommodate everybody preparing everything there.
Well, the thing is you're just eating all day. It's like because somebody would make theirs, the next person would make theirs.
Yeah,
You
fair.
know, the next person would make that. You eat on that. The next person, and it just worked out that way.
Yeah, I get that. I think I would rather.
For a show, we'd probably all have to show up with.
But
some
no,
stuff.
not even for a show. I just want to do it.
So do I, man.
I'll
Food
cook
fests are
something.
fun.
What?
Food fests are fun. Can you cook?
I can cook, yeah.
I can follow a recipe.
Hey, by the way, if you guys want to, we have the the green light for the food fest next weekend,
Where at? You want it?
next Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday.
Saturday.
What are we cooking?
Saturday. Huh?
What are we cooking?
We'll figure that out the air.
Yeah.
We'll put
I'm
it in
down.
the group.
No, I'm down.
But we don't want to make this live. We don't. This is the genesis of how.
Brandon-
This is how our podcast
because-
works.
Do we want to make it live? No, because I don't know what I want to cook.
This is how
Next-
our podcast works.
Next Saturday, food fest.
I mean,
Okay, we
I
got
would
it.
need to check with
We got at
authorities,
least-
but
Well, check now.
oh,
I think we
Before
should involve everybody though, like
Huh?
more than just us four.
before we're off the air, we have
Dude,
to
be
at least
great.
come up with a theme.
Sure.
I'm at 3%. I'll ask when I get home.
Do you want to use my phone?
Okay.
What kind of phone do you got?
iPhone.
Oh shit, no.
We're out of quarters.
No, I got one more left.
He said, "Shoot, I don't know what you're talking about."
Quite the shot you got there, Nick.
You
Shooting
hit every part of
100%
that
for
rim.
the free throw.
Shooter's roll.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
glad that I'm labeled
Friendly
as
rim.
Buzzball Steve because
Buzzball.
I just saw my eyes. And I'm like,
I'm buzzed. I got a buzz ball
get
there
it.
if you want it.
no, I don't want it.
Wait, which one?
It was
The
the green
lime?
one.
The limerita one.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
Those,
If it was the chocolate one, absolutely.
those are so
oh,
good.
the coffee.
So good.
The coffee was what did it.
So good.
We should do buzz balls and food next Saturday.
No, not
We'll never
Buzzballs.
make it to food.
No, yeah. Oh, dude, we would because we would get the drinking munchies.
The drunchies.
Drunchies.
I'll
Yeah,
make some
that's
Brian,
right.
butter.
like I
We do
drink,
remake
I get
words.
hungry, and then tired.
I'll make some butter and I'll put it on some popcorn. That way,
Steve's like, I brought butter and popcorn.
you get the munchies and then you're just gonna get more.
There could be
So-
kids there.
Why?
Where?
Adult popcorn, kids popcorn. Crap, mix them up. Go back.
Adult popcorn.
Don't eat that.
Edibles
What?
on it.
Why are these kids so calm? Don't worry about it.
Why
They're
are they
giggling
staring
about
at-
everything.
yeah. Why are they staring at the wall and giggling?
No, that's just my kid.
Yeah. Mm.
I don't need special popcorn for that. It's just him.
So do it.
The,
Do
ni-
we-
the nice
Right?
thing about Food
I mean,
Fest is it's not a competition.
No, it's not. It's just
Nobody's competing against
just food.
anybody. We're all
It's a-
just
So,
It's a festival.
we're all just making and sharing food.
do we want to have like a theme, or do you just want
That's-
to?
that's trying to figure out.
There's got to be a
have
theme.
some. Okay, Justin,
gotta
you're
be
the
a
host.
theme.
You pick the theme.
It's a lot of stuff for just a thing that you suck on.
Oh
That's what
my
she said.
God.
That's what she said.
That's what I was talking about. What did that cost you? Why is it called a voopoo?
45?
It's a voopoo. Poo-poo.
See?
I mean, ironically,
Mine's pretty
nicotine does
simple.
make you poop. So,
There's a light. Light.
What did yours cost?
It was
30.
25.
I was close.
Half the price. and
I know
it has-
exactly what those cost.
It has a tenth of the
And it's been doing me
stuff.
good for about 3 weeks
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I bet. For those, mine lasted forever because I never actually hit it all that often.
Let's go. Let's go with stews. That does open it up. That opens
I
it
will
way up.
say
Stew.
it is summertime though, Steve.
I know.
Stew.
Good thing it's
Steve.
Justin.
I was totally going to say
No,
that.
but-
I was absolutely going to say, why'd you say Steve? That's weird. Why'd you do that?
Because I say random names.
I'm
'Cause he
trying
was-
to think of something that we can all make throughout the day, then bring it over.
I get what
I
you're
guess I'm
saying,
saying,
but
like,
man,
it's-
stew is like it's the wrong time.
To
of
me,
year.
that's more of like a.
I get it.
That's
okay.
the wrong time of year for stew.
How about a free for all? You just bring something you're confident in making.
That's how I feel about stew.
Well, this is
How about you,
awkward.
Tom?
I don't mind.
I'm trying to think of what I could do.
I was going to make my jambalaya. That's why.
That's not a stew.
That's not a stew.
It's stew's loose
You
interpretation.
would lose immediately.
Okay, fine.
That's
then
about the sound that your butthole makes when you eat that stew.
it's like what Nick was saying. Our theme could be your specialty. What's your specialty?
Sure.
Because I know that your specialty. What the hell are you doing?
He's doing transitions.
I don't like it.
All right.
Sorry.
And this segment's brought to you by
I don't.
Steve's butt.
Steve's butt. Clean twice daily with 2-ply Scotch.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Well, this is awkward.
Sorry. I'm getting good at this game.
How about we bring like just an entree and a side?
Entree and a side.
Yeah.
Is this a tag team event?
Well, okay.
It can be.
Why?
The fact that I have to now,
Okay, like
Why do
it's
we
like-
gotta make two things?
I have to now put
I don't say you
effort
have
into
to.
this.
You could, like if you want to bring
effort.
like lasagna and garlic bread, you can do that.
Lasagna? That's an endeavor, bud.
It was a total just
commitment.
random thing
What's your
that I threw out
specialty?
there. Like jambalaya and
I don't know.
baby cake.
Baby cake.
Like if you
No.
wanted to be known for the one dish that you make,
But
what
that's
would,
the thing, I
what do
don't
you
have
want
one.
that to be?
Oh God.
Because I'm still not all that great at mine.
No, I don't
I
have
know
a
you're too
specialty.
stupid to get this, but you're really this up right now.
What he said.
But in your voice.
Yeah, I don't
I know
have
you're
a
too stupid to
specialty.
get this.
Like my
Exactly. Same here. I don't.
yeah.
There's
I
no
mean,
specialty.
I hate to generalize, but as the millennial of the podcast,
I was tripping balls pretty hard.
yeah.
Yes, drugs.
I mean, we follow recipes. We don't have a specialty. The fact that we're cooking
That's
is
all
a
I do.
miracle.
That's all I do.
Yeah. The fact that we're actually using food instead of buying it is a miracle. Thank you.
But I have
Thank you
But I
very
have
much.
noticed that when I do actually try, I can do pretty good. Like
Right.
uh,
Same.
What was the first thing we did? Because
God, I don't remember.
I remember the grilled cheese.
Was it chili?
Oh,
Yeah, it might
Or
have
was it
been.
stew?
It might have been chili.
was it? It might have been chili.
Might have been chili.
I think it was.
Because I remember like, oh, I'm gonna totally mess him up on chili. Like I'm totally gonna own this, and I did.
And I did.
He did pretty good, but also I added a starch that most people weren't ready for.
But I'm gonna
It's
say
true.
with like being
It is-
100
it's
degrees,
true.
do we really want to do like a?
No, I get it. I get it.
I think we just do like, just bring in something, and it's not really a competition. It's just like,
No,
hey,
it's
what do you
not.
think about this?
It's a festival. Nobody wins, nobody loses. We
So
all
what you're saying is
enjoy.
I'm gonna buy everything from Walmart. Okay, cool.
Cool. Yeah,
That's-
but you got to cook
come
it.
on.
Potato salad.
Come
You've
on.
got to make it though.
I used my refrigerator.
For what? To keep it cold.
Come on.
Yeah.
Try.
No,
You
if you're
gotta-
gonna make like,
Have you not
Try.
noticed that when you do actually follow a recipe and you try, that it generally comes out pretty good?
Yeah, I know. It's just
Or
try.
if you
effort.
follow a recipe for the most part and you deviate off of it a little bit because you know
there's any
Right.
this is gonna
Give me
work.
the
That,
idea.
that was
And it
honestly
does.
that was honestly most of what I made during that competition. I was like, okay, here's a recipe, but I know I can do better.
Sure.
Well, oh, that was what the other one was. It was spaghetti because I did it in a pressure cooker, and that was stupid.
It was like I love you. The flavor was
I want
there.
to say it so bad, but
Funk.
The flavor was there, but it was honestly the consistency of a wet sock.
It was. It was bad. It was so bad.
yeah, I can imagine.
I was trying something new, man. Like that's all it was. I was trying something new, and I didn't like it.
Well, that's
so
what I did.
won't
That's what I
do
did
it
with the
again.
burgers.
Yeah,
But I went with
your burgers were great though.
But I got beat by something way better.
They were, though.
I can't.
They were.
I made a beef enchilada
so
burger.
high.
Yeah, no, those
Speaking
bacon
of
burgers.
high.
Those bacon burgers.
Hi.
What I do?
Perfect timing.
What I do?
Nothing.
Nothing. They just said the same thing at the same time. Oh my god, we're twins. OMGZ.
Oh God, what now?
Same stupid humor. So next Saturday.
Yeah. Who was
Ten-
next?
Tentatively.
All right. So we're doing Food Fest next Saturday.
When we say food fest, is this like? Do we got? How much do we got to off the air?
Well, that's what I'm
We'll
trying.
figure
Like,
it
no,
out.
how many people are we feeding?
We'll figure that out the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll make a
Because that's
post.
going to determine what I make.
Sure. Sure.
And I don't think it should
I ain't
really
got
be
no
like
money
a.
until third.
It shouldn't be a competition. It's
fine.
like
No,
throw it
it's
out there,
not.
like-
It's not a competition.
Exact. That's
It's
Yeah.
just hey,
the fact
I,
that you
it's,
showed
hey,
up
I
with
made
something.
this,
Yeah.
and you're sharing food with friends. That's all it is.
Yeah. No, that's it.
do it.
We can even change the name of it just to make it our own.
Sure, I'm good with that. I'm
All
actually, I would prefer that.
Sure.
How's that?
I'm in.
Food fest.
We will
check
make a post. We will
food
put it in
Saturday.
the group. Saturday
And anyone can contribute.
of us.
I'm just asking.
We have to prepare.
That's 4.
4 of us. And
Eric?
if Easy and Shayna
Shayna.
are going to be there, then they have to prepare their own.
Works.
Yeah, Eric, it's time to get cooking.
Yeah. Let's go, Shayna.
He's the reigning champ at the moment
Sure.
because he has not been contested.
Yeah.
Because you
No.
guys got to go first. I
But
don't,
he's not going to lose this weekend because
He's
it's
not
not a
the
competition.
reigning champ.
These guys gotta
He has
go first.
won his side of the bracket.
okay, fine. He won. He won his side. I won mine.
Exactly.
But you guys got to go first.
Sure. And we'll do that down the road.
So then, once third place is determined.
But this is not a competition next weekend.
No,
so
no,
we're
no, no.
not even
Next
talking
week-
about
next
it.
week is
this,
not-
This is not included.
We're talking
in
about
that,
something different.
In
We're
that
talking about
bracket.
something different.
This is
Yes.
a festival of food.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just have a good time next weekend. And beer.
Absolutely. You have to pair something with it.
Has to be.
Oh, excuse me. I got the hiccups. All right. We got about 3 minutes left. So. This week's Good, the Bad, the Ugly brought to you shamelessly by Mark Shook's Allstate Agencies because he's yet to pay us for a sponsorship. So I'm just throwing out a shameless plug.
But welcome, Mark.
Welcome, Mark.
Hope that makes you happy.
FOMO. Fear of missing out.
Bring us whiskey.
Brandon, what's
Again.
your good?
Yes.
The good was this week's movies.
The beer
Honestly,
mugs.
I didn't expect much, but they got me. It was pretty good.
There you go. You should watch Project X sometime, just on your own.
I should watch what?
Project X.
You know, if you have a DVD or VHS, I am willing.
If I can buy it on Amazon for less than $14.99, I will buy it for you, just so you can
Okay.
watch it.
All right, yeah.
Like I said, just on your own.
Gimme. I'm ready for it.
Steve, what's the bad?
I don't know what the bad is, but I want to commend Nick for actually coming prepared today for a top
Nice!
top 5.
The
Even
good part, dude.
even though we crapped all over it and everything. No, it was
dude, we're
cool. That
good.
was good. So I don't know what the bad is, but that was the second good.
There you go. Nick, what's the ugly?
I'm going to say the ugly was you guys shooting the beers over into the trash can.
Fair.
I hit
No
the
one hit
fan.
it.
Fair. Hey,
I hit the fan.
Whoa. I made one.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You made one.
But nobody hit it. I did.
I hit the
I
fan.
did. And
You
caught
got
it.
the
I did
rebound, so
It was
you
pretty good.
Yeah, way
I
to
think
go, way
your
to go,
double
Rodman.
shot took away from his one that he made it.
I mean, I don't live here, so I
But
didn't care.
How
but
good is the defense if you get your own rebound? I mean, really.
I mean, that's totally a
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans play there.
It's
But yeah, our shooting is the ugly.
fair
All
enough.
right, fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
1 out of 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 was good.
8's a good number.
That's
So-
usually my free throw
And-
range.
The bad could have been
Put
the
that
number
in
of quarters that we actually threw in today. Yeah. So we don't have a poll. Haven't had one in a while.
Speak for yourself.
The show hasn't had a poll.
Well,
A forum right here.
we will be back next
I
week,
got one
Yeah.
right
without a
here.
doubt.
Are we doing
Back.
Saturday
Yes,
or
we'll be
I'm
Sunday?
talking is not exactly.
I know, but you hung on that one, which was not a word that you should have hung on. I'm gonna blame the beer or the buzzballs. Buzzballs!
He should have drank a Buzzball.
He should.
No. I got my.
I
own,
had to drive
Next
home
week,
last
Steve
time.
does
I got
do
my own kind of
Buzzballs.
buzz going on.
I think every show he should have to chug one to start.
I'm
Like,
totally
like
down
he
with that.
chugs a buzzball and then I play the intro.
On the air.
We're gonna
As
like,
we're doing the intro, Steve does the Buzzball.
Or like
We-
the movie clip happens, he chugs a buzzball, we play the intro.
we are
And then
gonna
he throws it.
we are gonna
Trash.
misery you into that tolerance,
Or-
sir.
I put the intro into two pieces, and here's your host, Steve chugs a buzzball, JT. And we're on. I've got a thought, and I'm gonna run with it like Bonnie and Clyde.
Hey, whatever gets people to pay attention.
On that note, gentlemen, quickly say goodbye.
So as they say in Canada, peace out.
Post-game show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
Now go away or I shall taunt you a second time.